crikey, that was lovely, wasn't it? That was a gorgeous necklace and an earring set there, wasn't it? It was gorgeous. How you doing? Welcome to the show. It is Thursday. It's Thursday. It's Thursday. What does that mean? What does it mean? One day till the weekend, always a bonus. Nice and sunny today, always a bonus. And we're joined by the amazing Gemma Crow today. Always a bonus.
Good morning.
How are you?
Oh, wow.
You haven't done any gardening this week?
No plasters this week.
No plasters this week?
No cuts, no plasters.
Did you have a nice weekend?
I did. I had a wonderful weekend with my dad and my brother, all the babies and my little boy.
That's fantastic. Is your mic on?
I think so.
We think it's on. We don't know. We think it's on.
Walk over here.
Let's walk over here. We've got an amazing show today, haven't we?
We have? Yeah, we've got lovely, lovely, lovely kits.
What are you most excited about on today's show, Gemma?
Can I say?
Yeah.
Wire.
Wire.
Big wire.
Big lots of wire. It's going to be amazing. We've got more wire on today's show. Chris, are you ready? More wire on today's show than you can shake a stick at. Honestly, we've got wire of all gauges. That's your arm. Chris, that's your arm.
He just wants to get on screen.
He just loves getting on screen, doesn't he?
Such an attention seeker.
He is such an attention seeker. More wire than you can shake a stick at. Thanks, Chris. That's lovely. Cheers. Thanks. We've got call him what?
Russell.
Russell. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Leave it alone. Was that a bit of a kind of like a sympathy laugh then?
Yeah. Maybe.
Token laugh.
No, I like your jokes, Karen.
Do you?
I do. I'm one of the rare few.
Fantastic. Right. Okay. One of the rare few. That's nice, Gemma. Thanks a lot for that. Cheers. Right. I'm going to leave her now. We've got loads and loads and loads coming up on today's show. I'll be with you in a sec, lovey. Just double check your mics on, Gemma. Apparently it's quite difficult to hear you. It's her soft voice. Tell you what, before the live show, she is just screaming, wailing like a banshee. She really is, honestly. Not really. She'd never do that. Right, fantastic. We've got the most amazing show for you today. Yes, we do have lots and 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 lots of wire and lots of wire. Every single time you hear this noise on today's show, are you ready, Laura? Every single time you hear this noise on the show today. Yeah? Hear that? Yeah? We're going to bring you an amazing wire deal. Yeah, it's going to be one of those shows today. We've got loads and loads and loads and loads and loads coming up on today's show. We've got the wire writing tool. We're going to be seeing a wire demo with Gemma. We've got loads and loads and loads to get in on today's show. Thank you so much for joining us, by the way. We're with you for the next 4 hours, Gemma and myself. And Cassie, are you going to be with us for the next 4 hours?
I am, Carol.
Cass is with us for the next 4 hours. You want to come and give us a wave, Cass? Here she is. Cass is with us for the next 4 hours, doing her stuff. Is she going to do her catwalk thing? She always does it. She just loves it. She never disappoints. It's always the catwalk thing. Chris, are you with us for the next 4 hours?
In body, yeah.
In body. Wow, that's rough. There we go. Laura, are you with us for the next 4 hours? Yay! Flashes your graphics, love. Oh. Ollie, are you with us for the next 4 hours as well? Ollie's directing. Give us a crazy cut. Yeah. There we go. We're all here. Natalia's running a workshop today. She's just getting ready. She's getting all the tables all ready in there. Natalia's got a silver clay workshop in there today and tomorrow. All by myself. Natalia is all by herself. Da 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 da. She's all by herself. There are people turning up for the workshop today, but it's like she's on her own. I love that. There are people turning up for the workshop. It's a workshop for invisible people. There are people turning up, don't worry. They will be here. They will be here. They will be here. 5 to 1. They will be here. That's nice, Laura. Laura says it's like me pretending that I've got friends. I spoke about 3 of my friends on the show yesterday in the space of about 5 minutes. Everyone just assumed that I'd made them up. Which I haven't. I have got more than 3 friends. No, it's not just you. I do have more friends than you lot.
We're your only friends, Carol.
Right. Look, there they are. They've turned up for the workshop. Yay! She's not by herself. They're coming in. She's not by herself. Wow, they've all turned up at once.
Wow. It's like Mary Poppins.
They've all turned up at once, yeah. They're here. Right. So, early birds, this is your chance to get an amazing deal. Here we go. Now, this is going to go. I did say on my Facebook page before the show today that we're going to be bringing you an amazing, amazing, amazing deal for silver-plated copper findings. We've got them in stock now. We've got less than 100. They're all going to go very, very quickly. If you're brand new to jewellery making, you might be wondering what a finding is. What is a finding? What is a finding? It is the kind of the mechanics that hold your pieces of jewellery together, and it allows you to make everything from bracelets to necklaces. It helps you to finish off your pieces of jewellery in a really, really professional way. This findings pack is brilliant because it gives you 100 findings in total. This is going to sell out very quickly, so just get on the phone as quickly as you can. It is a free phone number from a BT landline, or you can copy and paste that code into our website, which is JewelleryMaker.com, and get involved that way as well. These findings include a metre of chain. That counts as one finding. That is a metre of silver-plated copper chain. These are fantastic findings you're going to be getting here. Really, really superb findings. It includes a gorgeous heart toggle clasp like this. The quality you are getting here is just incredible. These are all silver-plated copper findings. There's 100 of them in total. In fact, we'll show you a picture of all of the findings you're going to be getting here. Eye pins, head pins, bolt ring clasps, jump rings. There are some crimp beads in there, some crimp bead covers, some spacer beads as well. You will be seeing Gemma use these findings throughout the show today when she does her demos. And if you are brand new to Jewellery Maker, free with your first order, you're going to get a free tutorial DVD and a free tutorial booklet which goes into detail about what all these findings are for. Here's your deal today for this incredible findings pack. Get it as quickly as you can, £7.95p. Now, like I've already said, you can get involved either on our website or by giving us a call on our free phone number. Not only that, if you want to multi-buy this, if you want to get 2 or 3 or 4 of these findings packs, just speak to the call centre or live help. You know, you really, really, really can get involved so quickly here on Jewellery Maker. A fantastic deal for you today. And don't forget, you are going to be getting a 30-day money-back guarantee. You are also going to be getting £2.95 P&P per order, which is just incredible. Now, did I get an email yesterday about our phone lines this morning? Oh, it's on Tuesday, I beg your pardon. Today's Thursday, isn't it? Today is Thursday. I've got a lot of you on the phone lines at the minute. There's only a queue of about 30 seconds at the moment, which is brilliant. So if you do want to add this to your order, your call should be answered within the next 30 seconds, no problem at all. A fantastic deal today. Gemma, findings, they are essential when it comes to making pieces of jewellery, aren't they?
Yeah, absolutely. Apart from the stretching, there's not really much else you can make without.
Yeah, I think other than, yeah, if you're going to be making stretchy rings, stretchy bracelets from here to eternity, you are going to need findings. You are going to need findings like this. There's enough here to make loads and loads of pieces of jewellery, dozens of pieces of jewellery. And today we're going to be giving you kits. We're going to be giving you the chance to come in and get bundles and strands, which look absolutely superb with these incredible findings. Precious metal plated copper findings. So, you know, you're getting something pretty amazing today. Loads of you on the phone lines, lots of you joining us on the web as well, which is great to see as well. Fantastic. It's been ages since I've been able to bring you a findings pack. Just a findings pack on its own. It's really nice, isn't it? What a lovely surprise. £7.95 as well. You think about how far that's going to go, how many pieces of jewellery you're going to be able to add that onto. It really is incredible. Well done to all of you there. Do hold those lines. Now, coming up on today's show, we've got loads and loads and loads of different pieces We've got loads of wire bundles. Don't forget, when you hear the klaxon noise, which Laura played a few seconds ago, you are going to get the chance to come in and get an amazing wire deal. Sorry, I'm just eating a banana. I've got really bad indigestion now. It's great, isn't it? I was saying to my... sorry. I was at pregnancy yoga the other night, which is brilliant. And it's amazing. There were 12 ladies there. So there are actually 24 of us there, which is quite exciting. And what was interesting is just how different everyone's bumps are. And I was telling the lady who was teaching the class, I get really bad cramp in my calves. And it's only started recently. And she said, you need more magnesium in your diet and iron. Bananas must be a good source of magnesium. I think they must be. Anyway, just eat bananas. Yeah, I thought, yeah, there's potassium in bananas, isn't it? Anyway, apparently nuts are very good as well. So there we go. Right, brand new strands. We've got loads coming up on today's show. We've got a stunning strand of gems of distinction, hand-faceted, coated blue quartz. Oh, look at this, it's beautiful. Really, really beautiful genuine gemstone strands here. We bought you blue quartz on the show yesterday, which was wonderful. This is coated blue quartz again, but it's faceted. So you get that wonderful, glittery, sparkly quality. And can you see how that colour just enhances the natural beauty of that genuine gemstone? It's gorgeous, isn't it? This stunning strand coming your way a little bit later on in the show. We've also got Brazilian amethyst nuggets. Look at the colour of these. They are amazing. This superb strand of amethyst is going to be coming your way in the midday hour. It is wonderful. Not just the colour and the carat weight, but the price point is superb. It's going to be coming your way in the midday hour. We've also got this one. Brilliant. This is the most beautiful strand of coated tiger's eye I think I've ever seen in my life. I adore it. And you can see that even though you're going to be getting the coating on top, you can still see that chatoyancy coming through the gemstone, can't you? It's just the most incredible quality. This is beautiful coated tiger's eye. It's just beautiful, and I think it just enhances the natural beauty of the gemstone. It just looks gorgeous. This is coming your way a bit later on in the show. And tiger's eye drops. These are stunning. Look at these, beautiful shape on these. Oh wow, look at that, gorgeous chatoyancy there. Beautiful top drilled drops of tiger's eye as well. Another fantastic strand which is going to be coming your way on today's show as well. So we've got loads of amazing brand new strands. Loads of them. Right. Now, we've still got a few of those findings packs left if you want to add those to your order. $7.95, which was just incredible. We've got loads and loads and loads and loads and loads. I'm sitting on one end of the desk. I've just realised that. Hang on. There we go. If I just move that chair. There we go. That's better. Yay! Right. We love to challenge our guest designers whenever they're in, whoever they are. Whoever they are, we'll have to challenge them. Gemma, you've got your mic sorted out now. Are you up for a challenge?
I am.
She is.
Is it working?
I think it's working. Is the mic working? Is it on? Maybe you are maybe you're soaking up all the sound today with your, I don't know. How funny. We'll see if we can get it sorted out. We're going to challenge Gemma. We're going to challenge her first of all with genuine gemstones. Have a look at this bundle. Glossy, beautiful, stunning, jet black agate. You cannot get more of a simple gemstone to set into jewellery than a plain black coin like this. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous option to go for, especially if you're a beginner when it comes to making pieces of jewellery. The first kit that I ever worked with was I think it was over 3 years ago when we were doing pre-recorded shows which were aired maybe once a week, and a very, very different channel to what it is now, in the fact that I think we only had about 3 kits that we used to alternate, and then we bumped it up to 6 kits. The strand you're going to be getting here The strand you're going to be getting here reminds me of the first kit I ever worked with, which was a completely black kit. And it just allowed me to focus on making those pieces of jewellery and the physical design of the pieces of jewellery from that kit, rather than having to worry about colours and having to worry about what matched what. A stunning strand of genuine gemstones here, really, really gorgeous, shiny black agate 14mm coins. You're then going to be getting hematite. Now these are gorgeous cubes, a really contemporary gemstone with this kind of shape anyway. Hematite can look really beautiful and vintage, but here it looks really contemporary, I think, because of the cubes, the cube shapes you're going to be getting. Really lovely centre drilled cubes, loads of metallic lustre here, gorgeous quality and super reflective. These are 2.5mm across, which is a really unusual size. Normally we're kind of 2mm, 4mm, 6mm, 8mm. These are 2.5mm across. So really, really interesting size for these as well, which is just gorgeous. These will make gorgeous beady beads. They make fantastic spacer beads, great statement pieces as well. And in the same way that when you wear a sequin top it gives you loads of luster and sparkle, it's exactly what's going to happen with this gemstone strand. So you've got two beautiful strands here, and then some lapis lazuli as well. Now lapis lazuli is one of my all-time favourite gemstones. It is a gem which has been traded in the what am I trying to say? Where has it been traded? It's been traded in, no, is it the Middle East? Yeah, the Middle East. Since about, well, for the last few thousand years. It's an incredible genuine gemstone with huge amounts of quality. That just sounded wrong, what I was going to say then. But it's in fact right. A favourite of the Greeks, the Romans, the Egyptians. This gemstone has got so much heritage. It's one of the most well-documented gemstones you could ever hope to get. And that wonderful gold and silver smattering you're getting across the gemstone, those are iron and pyrite inclusions. I think these go so beautifully together. In fact, this reminds me of denim blue jeans with black paint and high heels, with maybe a gorgeous sparkly top. You know, that kind of an outfit. You know, that kind of an outfit, those gorgeous kind of, you know, really want to dress up a pair of jeans. Oh, gorgeous. Right, so 3 strands of genuine gemstones here. You've got your stunning lapis, you've got your black agate, and you've got your hematite as well. All 3 strands here should be just under £20 if you come in and get them separately. Today, you are going to be saving money, because this is what these bundles are about, saving you money. Do you want to see a deal? Here it is. $12.95. Isn't that incredible? Look at these 3 strands of gemstones together. Look at that. £12.95. All 3 strands together, I think, just look awesome, awesome, awesome. You've got some really beautiful deep dark blues there, some gorgeous gold and silver qualities. And do you know what? The opportunity to put these with either silver or gold or rose gold findings is there, because you're working essentially with shades, and then the lapis lazuli will go with silver, will go with gold, because it's got those gorgeous coloured inclusions in there. But similarly with rose gold as well, it would look just stunning. Now, you are going to get a 30-day money-back guarantee with everything you get from Jewellery Maker. So you've got from now until the, what's the date today? Yeah, the 6th of July. Goodness me. You've got from now to the 6th of July. Oh, it's the 6th of June today, Chris. Yeah. You've got from now to the 6th of July to, you know, look at this, to have a look at the gemstones, to feel the gemstones, to maybe go and do a bit of a high street test, see if you can get a better deal elsewhere. If you can, send them back. We'll give you your money back. No problem at all. $12.95 for this bundle. It's gorgeous, isn't it? Now, Gemma, without knowing what else we're going to give you, because we are going to give you a second part of this challenge, what kind of designs do you think these gemstones lend themselves to? What are you thinking so far?
Well, there's so many layers of inspiration with it, isn't there? Because you've got the lapis, which takes you automatically to that Middle East sort of design, and then you've got the sort of disco edge to the cube. So I don't know. It could take me all over the place. I'm not sure. I want to use them all together though, because they go so well.
I know what you mean. It is a bundle of contrast, and in fact you are getting that really quite a contemporary size and shape with the hematite, much more of an antique quality with the lapis. But yeah, I think they could work really well together.
Yeah, definitely.
We are going to give you something else, Gemma.
Okay.
We're going to give Gemma another part to this challenge. We knew Gemma was going to be joining us on today's show, so we decided to make a wire bundle. And Laura said to me, Carol, can you put a wire work bundle together for Gemma for next Thursday? And I thought, right, okay, what shall I call this? And I thought, you know what? Gemma's wire work bundle. Gemma's wire work bundle. That is the obvious name. So that's what this is called. Right, this bundle is gonna go. We have got so much wire on today's show, it is incredible. This is your only chance to come in and get 100 meters of 1mm gauge gold plated copper wire. Now this isn't gold coloured or you know, gold look. This is genuine precious metal plated copper wire. 1mm gauge wire. We'll talk to Gemma about this particular spool of wire in just a second. Hannah Oxbury, who is one of the managers on Jewellery Maker, was down here before the live show today, and she saw that, you know, we had lots and lots of wire coming up on today's show, and we had it all lined up, and we were talking about price points and what we were going to do, and she said, do you know what, you've actually got was it 4 of the top 5 selling spools of wire on the channel on today's show. This is one of them. This, I would imagine, this, an antique bronze coloured copper wire in 1mm gauge in a 100 metre spool is these are the top selling spools. Yellow gold plated copper wire. 100 meters in total. Gemma, what is it like to work with when you've got 100 meters of wire to work with? It must be so incredible to work with this amount of wire.
It is, and it takes all the pressure off.
Yeah.
So, because you know, when you've got that much, you feel much freer. So you feel much more able to experiment with new ideas. And it's when you're doing that you come across your own, you know, your unique designs. And sometimes it could be something that goes wrong. You know, it's not how you started, but you've not got that fear, so you just get on with it. So it's brilliant having that much wire to play with.
I think what's really interesting as well is that we do have guest designers who do specialise in wire, and they can make very, very heavy heavy wire work pieces, you know, necklaces, tiaras. And I'm just trying to work out, I'm just trying to think how many big statement pieces you would be able to get out of a 100 metre spool. In a big, I mean, I suppose it's kind of how long is a piece of string, but if you were to make maybe a wire bangle, for instance, so a wire bangle which has got some gorgeous wire work with it, you know, you're using this for the frame, you're using this as a skeleton of the actual piece. How much wire would you say that uses?
Like 3 meters.
3 meters?
Yeah.
That's hardly anything.
If you think of the bouquet, do you remember the wire
yes,
bouquet
of course,
from the wedding? That one took about 35 meters, and there's a lot of wire
There was
in that.
tons of wire. That was almost entirely wire, wasn't it?
And even the holder, the cage that I made as the handle, that's, you know, it goes such a long way.
Wow.
It does go such a long way.
See, this is incredible. Using, having a 100 metre spool of wire, and there may be some of you sitting at home who are thinking, do you know what, 100 metres of wire, that sounds like an awful lot of wire, that sounds like almost too much wire, it sounds like wire overkill. You will end up using it. You will definitely end up using it. The more you use this kind of wire, the more comfortable you will become, the more creative you will become, and as Gemma quite rightly says, the pressure is taken off you then. You're not working with a 10 metre spool and you're thinking, oh goodness me, you know, I don't want to mess this up, I want to make the very, very most that I can, I want to make, you know, the best out of this wire. It allows you to be creative, it allows you to make those mistakes. We all make mistakes when it comes to making wire work pieces, but you can use your wire in so many different ways. Have a look at some of these pieces here. Just you know, gizmoing different gauges of wire together, twisting them together. We've actually got the gizmo coming up on today's show, so this is going to be a fantastic, well, this should be giving you lots of inspiration, lots of ideas about what you can use the wire on today's show for. We do have the gizmo coming up, but you can make your wire work look delicate. There's a beautiful tiara band that's been made here out of 1mm gauge chartreuse coloured copper wire. You can see how different 1mm gauge wire can look. It can look very, very fluid. It can look really pretty. This has literally been plaited, or it can look fantastically structural and very, very kind of heavyweight indeed. It really is a fantastic medium to work in. And do you know what? Wire work is one of those things that quite often we get Wall of Fame entries. We're going to be doing the Wall of Fame today, so you'll learn a bit more about that. We get Wall of Fame entries from people who say, look, I've only been making jewellery for the last 8 weeks, for the last or I don't know, 3 or 4 months, and I've gone into wire work. There's not many other hobbies that you start off working with one thing, so genuine gemstones, and then you move on to wire so quickly. You move on to another medium very, very quickly. And I think the reason why so many jewellery makers actually very, very early on in their hobby start working with wire is because it's so easy to work with. So many of our guest designers use wire now, but there are guest designers who never used to use wire, and we've been able to track their journey and follow their journey with wire. Getting an 100-meter spool like this is going to take that pressure off, going to allow you to be much more creative. It's going to allow for those mistakes which you're inevitably going to make, and it's going to allow you to make even more pieces of jewellery. 100 meters of yellow gold plated copper wire. This is going to go. This, I think, along with the antique bronze coloured copper wire, which is 1mm in gauge, are our 2 top selling spools of wire. Fact. You're also going to be getting 15 meters of beautiful royal blue coloured copper wire. Now this is 0.25mm in gauge. I wanted to be able to bring you pretty much the thickest gauge of wire that we can offer you on a regular basis, and the thinnest gauge of wire. Now this is fantastic for doing your weaves, for doing your much finer wire work. This is where you can get all the detailing out of that wire work that you want. The 1mm gauge is more for your structure, and the 0.25mm gauge is more suited for smaller gemstones and for those beautiful little details and final flourishes that you want to add to your pieces. Now on our website, on JewelleryMaker.com, oh yeah, you can see the 2 different gauges working side by side there. That works really well, doesn't it, that beautiful bracelet? You know, you've got the frame, then you've got the little spirals in there. It's gorgeous. On our website, on JewelleryMaker.com, this spool of wire, so the yellow gold plated copper wire, 1mm in gauge, 100-meter spool, this is $27.95 on its own. The quality of wire you're getting is amazing. We don't get wire on a regular basis. As I'm sure you're aware if you've been watching Jewellery Maker for the last, for more than 2 weeks, we order wire almost on a daily basis. It sells out that quickly. We don't get it on a daily basis. We certainly don't get it on a weekly basis. Some months we get 3 or 4 deliveries. Some months we get 1 delivery. Some months we get no delivery of wire. We're actually going to be rectifying that over the next few months, which is going to be great. But I can't guarantee the next show you are going to see that's going to be able to bring you this much wire, this much variety, this much quality, this much quantity, and for prices like this. $27.95 on its own. Today, you're getting 2 lots of wire. Have a look at your price. Yeah, you're effectively getting the blue wire for free. Now that is incredible. Incredible. The quality you are getting is superb. Gemma, what is this wire like to work with in comparison to other wires which you might have worked with in the past? Because you have worked with a lot of wire in the past, haven't you?
Yeah, it's really soft, really malleable, but it work hardens just the same as any other wire would. So it's nice and soft to start with. Elsewhere you buy wire in different hardnesses.
Oh really?
So, yeah, so it's annealed to a certain hardness, and you either work harden it yourself or it's ready for you. But this is really soft, and you can work harden it yourself very simply by either twisting or hammering, and I'm sure we'll go into that at some point later. Yeah,
definitely.
But it's lovely to work with.
And the general feedback that we've had as well is that it's not as brittle as other wires. Other wires can be quite brittle to work with, I understand.
Yeah, no, that's right. It's not as brittle, and the coatings are really good and strong. So you know, when you've got a coated wire, sometimes you worry about rubbing it off, but the coating's so strong on our wires, it's really good quality.
Oh, that's fantastic. See, that's really good to know. So you're not only going to be getting a fantastic deal price-wise, but you know that you're going to be getting a quality which is amazing. And this is the wire which all of our guest designers use. It really is superb. The only downside of our wire is that we just do not have enough of it to go around. We never have enough of it in stock. This is always the thing that we have to reorder week in, week out. This, along with antique bronze coloured copper wire in 1mm gauge, this and that spool are our most popular spools of wire. We do have a lot of wire coming up on today's show, but this is your only opportunity today to come in and get a 100-meter spool of 1mm gauge gold plated copper wire. Superb. $27.95. Add it to your order. You've got a 30-day money-back guarantee, so if by all means you want to get this home, feel the quality. If you're not 100% satisfied, send it back. We'll give you your money back. Well done. Right, so Gemma, this is going to be part of your challenge as well.
Excellent.
Are you excited by
this?
Yes,
it goes lovely with my stones as well.
Your challenge is to use all of the wire. All 115 metres of it.
Okay, I'll make a cage for Chris.
That would be amazing. I'd love to see that. How long do you think it would take you to actually use 100 metres of wire in a single challenge?
Oh, I don't know.
I feel a Guinness Book of Records.
We could try it, couldn't we?
I feel Cheryl Baker and Roy Castle as I live and breathe. It would be, wouldn't it? It'd be amazing. It is an incredible challenge. I know you're going to do it justice. You're going to really enjoy this, aren't you?
Yes. Yes.
Yes!
Very much.
It's going to be amazing. Right. We're moving on now to our first brand new kit. Now, let me talk to you about our kits today. We've got 3 brand new kits. One has got wire. Oh no, 2 have got wire. 2 have got wire. Do beg your pardon. 2 of them have got wire. We've got a kit with the brand new findings in. The jewellery that Gemma has made from each one of these 3 kits. Each kit is completely different, which is just fantastic. The jewellery is just superb. I know that there are lots and lots and lots of you out there who watch Jewellery Maker who are inspired by our guest designers, and that's why we go and see demonstrations with our guest designers. But seriously, today you are going to want to record this show. You're going to want to be able to watch this show back on the loop. You know, it does go out on a loop again on a repeat at 1 p.m. So if you do want to watch the loop, go for it. But I would urge you to record the show because you're going to see some amazing demos, some amazing pieces today. Right, the first kit we're going to bring you is a kit of contrast. It is gorgeous. It's called The Sweetest Thing. First strand, one of my all-time favourite gemstones, Botswana agate. Oh, I love this gem. These are 10mm plain rounds you're going to be getting here. It's such a diverse gemstone, this. Botswana agate gives you everything from greys to bronzes to whites to blues to peaches and pinks to reds. And just look at all of those gorgeous mineral additions there. That is all natural. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? They're like marbles. A genuine gemstone here. Beautiful, stunning Botswana agate. 10mm plain rounds. Gorgeous, genuine gemstone here. There's pretty much every colour in this strand. I know on first glance it looks like a silvery grey gemstone, but once you look at it that little bit closer, you can see everything from reds. Can you see the oranges and pinks? Blues. Oh, it's stunning, isn't it? As well as your Botswana agate, how about some gorgeous hematite? Really, really beautiful gemstone. Again, metallic. Much more of a classic strand than the hematite we showed you a few seconds ago in those cubes. This is much more classic in the fact that these are faceted rounds. So lovely. So echoing the shape of the Botswana agate, but it's faceted and it's that little bit smaller. Really, really, really beautiful quality there. You've then got multicolour crackled quartz 8mm plain rounds. Look at these. These are stunning, aren't they? This is a complete contrast for colour, definitely. You are getting bright, beautiful colours here. Reds, blues, greens, pinks, yellows, oranges. These are very, very sweet, really beautiful, youthful colours you're going to be getting here. I just love this colour combination. The great thing about putting it with strands like this is it's gonna draw them back a little bit. It's gonna tone them down a little bit. If that's exactly what you want to do, then go for it. It's a stunning, stunning opportunity here. You're then going to be getting rose quartz plain rounds as well. Now, this is premium rose quartz in the fact that you are getting amazing colour, beautiful consistent clarity going through the gemstone strand as well. So all of these are fairly translucent and the colour is just perfect all the way through this incredible strand, isn't it? Really, really lovely. A perfect quality, uniform qualities in rose quartz is very, very difficult to come by, but it's exactly what you're going to be getting here. 4 strands of genuine gemstones. We then give you extras, things like a threading pack. You're going to be getting monofilament beading thread elastic. These are the things which you are going to need to obviously thread your gemstones onto. Beading thread perfect for necklaces and bracelets. Elastic perfect for your stretchy bracelets and rings. And monofilament is like a very, very thin, very, very clear, very, very strong fishing line, which is great for making illusion style necklaces, fantastic for use with smaller gemstones. If you want to set gemstones around your neckline but you don't necessarily want to see the beading thread, Perfect. You're then going to be getting 100 yellow gold plated copper findings. Check these out. 100 yellow gold plated copper findings. There they are. Eye pins, head pins, bolt ring clasps, jump rings, a metre of chain. So precious metal findings again. And then you're going to be getting wire. 10 metres of 0.6mm gauge chartreuse colours copper wire. And 15 metres of 0.25mm gauge chartreuse colour copper wire. So 10 metres of your 0.6, 15 metres of your 0.25. Amazing to be able to get this in the kit today. We're going to see a gorgeous demo with Gemma. Let's show you your price though for this incredible kit. Brand new today, here it is. £24.95. You're getting 100 findings, 4 strands of gemstones, you're getting 25 metres of wire as well, and your threading pack, all for under £25. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous kit of contrast for me. I love the kind of moodiness and the dark qualities, but I also love how they contrast beautifully with that gorgeous, soft, gentle colour. Now let's see the beautiful piece that Gemma's made with this gorgeous kit. Gemma, would you agree? Do you think it's a kit of contrasts?
It's an amazing kit, and you know, it's one of those kits where I've been on a time scale this week, and I was cursing it because it was so nice. I had to keep going, and I just needed it to stop, you know. But it just kept going.
You've had a lot of kits to work with this week.
I have.
But I love the fact that you have really separated this into almost night and day.
Yeah, it sort of tones right through, doesn't it? But
yeah.
I love the chakra jewellery that's around at the moment, and that sort of reflects that. You've got all those colours of all the chakra points.
Yeah, so. you do, don't you? I mean, thinking about chakras, actually, it really is fascinating, isn't it? And when you do have a piece of jewellery like this, I mean, this looks so high end. As you say, the kind of chakra jewellery is around so much at the minute. Yeah. I can't remember what the colours are actually. Is your head chakra blue and your heart chakra?
No, this is the colour order. So you've
is it?
You've got like a pale indigo, and then violet, and then blue, green, and yellow, and then red is your base chakra.
So that's fantastic.
That is actually the colours.
I love what you've... Oh, wow.
If you want to add another, you can add a black as sort of a holistic one. But yeah, no, that is the colours there in that order.
And it works so beautifully with the chartreuse coloured copper wire, doesn't it?
It does. It's really so pretty, but really feminine, and you can cross over from adult to children.
Well, this is it. It's got the colour, but it's not too young. It's something which I would definitely wear these pieces of jewellery. I think they're beautiful.
Yeah.
Just gorgeous. And you've got a gorgeous necklace to go with this as well.
Yeah.
So sweet. And then it starts to cross over into the other gemstones. This is kind of the middle point, isn't it?
Yeah, it's sort of, that green sort of leads it through, doesn't it?
It does, doesn't it? It kind of, it just carries the gemstones through. You've got the rose quartz and the hematite on this gorgeous chartreuse wire necklace. That must have taken you ages to make, Gemma. That's amazing.
It's actually, that was not too bad. It's very organic. You go with it. It's two of the 0.25 wires twisted together with your little tiara twist with the stones on. And then once I'd made that, I then just randomly took strands of the 0.6 mil and wrapped it through, wove it through where it needed to go. It was actually quite quick, that one.
And actually, even though it's 0.6 and 0.25 you've used there, that's actually a really nice strong necklace, isn't it?
Yeah, it's perfectly strong enough to wear and hold its shape. Yeah.
This pair of earrings is wonderful because it just looks so different. You've just used a couple of the red crackled quartz with the hematite, and then with the yellow gold plated copper findings. That looks like it's from a completely different kit, I think.
Yeah, it does.
It's amazing.
You can do that with this kit. That's what's so lovely about it.
And then we start to go into more of the, I don't know. Is it more grown up? Is it more evening-y? I don't know. It's definitely got a different look about it though, hasn't it?
Yeah, definitely. It's definitely the one on the end. I think is an evening piece.
Oh, this is wonderful. That fringe work is just beautiful, and that's with the chain, isn't it?
That's with the chain, and that's the macrame technique. It's the satin rings that Mark does.
Yeah.
But instead of just having them open, I put gemstones on them and threaded the chain in between, and it worked as a pendant.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah. So thank you, Mark, for that.
What a great idea. Yeah, that's awesome. And you've interspersed the smaller gemstones in between the large ones on this weave, and it just looks gorgeous. Really, really love that. That looks so high end. Isn't that beautiful? Lovely little necklace next to it as well with a beady bead. And you've threaded these onto a head pin, haven't you?
Yeah, just to separate the chain and give it that V shape.
I like that. Yeah, that's really, really lovely. And a beautiful macrame bracelet on the front here. Look at that.
That's not actually macrame. It's
Oh, is it
literally
not?
just threading. Yeah, no, it's not. It's when we do on the beading thread course. It's a woven bracelet. So it's the ladder weave, but just extended, a bit more decorative.
That is amazing. And do you know what? I can't believe how rigid that is. You've made that using the beading thread. It just shows you how rigid it really is, doesn't it?
Yeah, beading thread's wonderful.
Oh, that's amazing. That's a gorgeous piece of jewellery. And that's just the ladder weave.
Yeah, it is, loosely the ladder weave, and then you just take extra strands of beading thread and thread them through and make a pattern.
Gorgeous. Now, you're going to be showing us a technique on this bracelet here because there's so much gorgeous wire work going through this, and it's such a lovely piece. Is this simpler than it looks? Because it looks like quite an intricate piece. Is it a case of just preparing all your bits before you assemble it?
It is. It's really, really simple.
Okay.
So I'll show you how to do that.
Yeah,
I liked how they stuck out at all angles. I love head pins, but they all dangle, don't they, in one direction because gravity takes them. So this way, you get your gemstones sort of shooting out in all directions.
Yeah, gorgeous. Like a firework.
Yeah, I would love to have gone all the way around the bracelet like that, but obviously I wanted to use the gems in other ways as well.
Yeah.
So if I show you how to do it, I've cut off lots of lengths of wire, all roughly 4.5-ish inches.
Okay.
But they don't have to be exact because that gives you a bit of differentiation on each. And then a stone for either end of that wire. And then what you're effectively doing is making a bead, really. So take your wire in your round nose pliers towards the end, and then you're going to do a rolled loop. So you're going to keep rolling this around. So first it starts looking like a bit like a safety pin, the end of a safety pin, and then you keep going. So now you pull that wire around again on one side.
Okay.
Got to a certain length, and then you do the same. Turn it over and do the same with the other side of wire.
Fantastic.
That's it, really. I'm going to keep going with that bit. This is the part that will thread onto your, in this case, elastic.
Yeah.
But it can be any medium that you're threading onto. Okay, so now I've got two ends roughly the same. So I'm going to thread a gemstone onto one end. Find the hole. There you go. And then at the end of that piece of wire, I'm just going to roll a spiral. So you do that by popping your round nose pliers right onto the end point of your wire, and then make that first loop so it's like a P, and the wires are then touching. Once you've got to that point, use your flat nose pliers to trap that first circle, and then either twist your wrist or pull the wire around.
You just don't really want the wire to move against the flat nose pliers, do you really?
Right. It's a coated wire, so you do have to be a bit more careful. But that doesn't mean be gentle. That actually means be firmer with it. Hold it tighter to eliminate that friction between the wire and the pliers. Okay, so now you've got a spiral on the end. And what I do is I just pop my pliers on and kink that spiral back so that it's sort of central.
Yeah, that's lovely.
You do the same again with the other end. If I quickly show you. All these crackles make it hard to find the hole sometimes.
Yeah, they do, don't they? And once you got the hang of this, it's just, you can make loads and loads and loads of them, couldn't you?
Yeah, you just make as many as you like. The nice thing is I put the same colours on either end on my bracelet, and it meant I could graduate the colours as it went round as well, so you can still achieve that graduated look. So, and you can't necessarily do that when you do eye pin clusters with
because they're all going to sit in different positions.
Yeah, they decide where they go. So there you go. You've got two beads, one on either end, and then a loop, and that's where you thread
the elastic through.
Thread your elastic through, and then I've used a gemstone on either side to keep them separated.
Okay.
But you just carry on like that.
So you've used this with the rose quartz. You just separated it out with the rose quartz. That just looks gorgeous.
So pop the gemstone either side and did the same again.
Now I've noticed at the back you've made a bead cap.
Yes.
Can you show us quickly how to do that as well? Because that'd be really nice to see. You've effectively used that to, I don't know, to finish off the piece, to cover a knot, to...
Yeah, the knot's covered, the knot's under there. It served a few purposes really. It's a nice ending for anything, especially if you like your kumihimo, that sort of braiding or multi-strand necklaces.
Definitely, yeah.
It's a nice ending, but it also allowed me to, I don't know, have a feature at the back and a bit of a taper.
It's just lovely.
Okay, so I've taken a length of wire and I'm going to use these nylon coated pliers for this.
Okay.
Because they have got more of a sharp conical
shape to them, yeah.
Not sharp, stubbier.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, we know what you mean.
These are quite elongated, so you can make lovely long, thin what we call it, cones with these, but these you make a fatter, stumpier cone then.
Okay.
So what you need to do is you need to grip the wire quite firmly in the bottom, at the, towards the end of the teeth, and that's going to be the widest point of your cone. And then you take the wire and wrap it around, so you're wrapping it around. You do have to be quite firm in holding the wire next to the wire that came before. So keep twisting your wrist and using your thumb to push the wire around. So can you see? So I take it round so far, release my grip, move my pliers back into position, put my grip back on, and then turn to keep the wire sort of close together. And you do find it is quite difficult to hold it in place, but it is a case of just getting the hang of how and where you hold it until you're confident. You keep going. Don't worry if it looks a bit wonky, because you will straighten it out.
This is great to see, because of course we've got so much wire coming up on today's show. It's just fantastic to be able to see, you know, different wire techniques, how Gemma creates these incredible effects, and doing it so neatly. When you've got these kind of tools, it allows you to make these kind of pieces of wire work and do it in such a professional way. We will bring you details for the small toolkit a little bit later on in the show as well, which will give you an opportunity to come in and get that, because that's got round nose pliers in, which is perfect for making this kind of a finding.
Okay, I've taken that off with the pliers now then. I'm just going to trim this edge off. And what I do with that is I just either turn a little loop on the end slightly and just tuck it. So I've turned it just slightly and just tucked it inside.
Tucked it inside, yeah.
Okay. Now that you can just cut that off and use that now as a bead cap if you like. But if you wanted this to be a ribbon end, if I just show you very quickly how to turn it into a ribbon end. I just trim that off, that end piece. And then if you simply take the very end coil with your round nose, flat nose pliers and just turn it upwards. You've now got a little fastening as well.
That's so simple and so neat.
Yeah. And
I
then
like
you
that.
can join your threads in as you would with a normal sort of coil ribbon end. And there you go.
That's fantastic, thank you. Gorgeous kit, this one. $24.95. There's definitely something in this for everyone. And I think as we go towards the summer holidays, if you're going to be making pieces of jewellery with your kids or with your nieces and nephews and with your grandkids, there's, you know, this is a kit which is great for kids but also great for adults as well. It really does cross that bridge, that age gap beautifully. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. Just, can you see how much is left?
Yeah, Gemma's got loads and loads of gemstones and findings and wire left from this kit that she hasn't actually used. So just to show you, you can still make so many more pieces of jewellery out of this kit. It's incredible, isn't it?
Yeah, I had to stop. I had to stop somewhere.
Yeah, that's incredible. Thank you so much, that's gorgeous. Lovely.
You're welcome.
Right, we're going to head over here because I've got a chance now. Have you got the klaxon? It's time for wire. Did you hear that? Yeah. Gemma loves wire. She loves being able to work with wire. When, this morning, she heard Laura and I talking about the wire that we had on the show today, and she heard the immortal words, "Oh look, we've got some 1.5mm gauge wire on the show today." Like a rabid dog. She wasn't really, but she got very, very excited. 1.5mm gauge wire, Gemma. I know that you launched this, the best part of almost 6 months ago with Vicky. What is it about 1.5mm gauge wire that you love so much?
It's chunky, and you can make really chunky, simple pieces with loads of strength and texture, you know, structure, without doing anything to it really. You know, very simple bends and twists, and you've got quite a contemporary piece with no wrapping or twisting or work hardening. It's all done.
It's incredible. Just to give you a rough idea of how little 1.5mm gauge wire we've had on Jewellery Maker since this was launched, I have never brought this to you before. I've never bought you a spool of 1.5mm gauge wire. Yeah, I've worked on the channel full time for the last, for the last 18 months. I've been on Jewellery Maker since the very beginning. I have never brought you 1.5mm gauge wire before. I think it's only a couple of presenters who ever have done. It just sells out. As soon as it's in stock, it sells out. I've got 10 meters of copper 1.5mm gauge wire for you here, and it's gonna sell out. It is incredible. It's the first time I have ever brought this to you. I've already got loads of you on the phone lines who are waiting to see how this goes. Loads of you on the web as well to see how low this goes. Today is your chance. It's the first time I've ever been able to bring you 1.5mm gauge wire. We've only got 100 of these. It's going to go very quickly indeed. Your price today for 10 meters of 1.5mm gauge copper wire is incredible. Look at this deal. It's amazing. Now this is going to sell out within the next few seconds. It's going to go just like that. I've got another chance of getting 1.5mm gauge gold-plated copper wire a bit later on in the show. Other than that, we don't have any other 1.5mm gauge wire in stock, to my knowledge. This is the only chance I've ever had to actually bring you 1.5mm gauge wire, and I love it. I love how thick it is. Wow, that is really thick. Goodness me. You can use this for the most incredible. Wow, you can use this for the most incredible pieces. That is such strong wire, isn't it, Gemma? Wow.
It's brilliant. It's brilliant. It's great hammered as well.
I bet it is. Yeah. That's incredible. Goodness me. We bought you 1mm gauge wire on the show already today, but 1.5mm gauge wire we just can't bring you. It's never ever in stock. It's not for want of trying. It's not for lack of trying. But it's just one of those gauges of wire that is relatively new to Jewellery Maker. It was only launched about 6 months ago, and it's just never ever available whenever we want to play it. $9.95 for 10 meters of 1.5mm gauge copper wire. Incredible. Think of the pieces you can make. Think of the structured pieces you can make with this. And as Gemma quite rightly says, you know, you don't have to work hard on it. That's all pretty, you know, the strength is already in the wire for you. So you've already got something which is massively strong, massively substantial, and at an incredible price as well. Well done. Gorgeous. Right, I've still got lots of you on the phone lines. There's a queue of about 90 seconds on the phone lines at the moment, so just be patient. We will answer your call. We know that you're waiting. If you want to join us on our website, copy and paste that code into our website, which is SMJM18. Check out your basket as quickly as you can, because things like this, oh, they do sell out. It's going to sell out very quickly indeed. We're going to go over to the Wall of Fame. There's still some chances for this available. If you want to add it to your order, go for it. We'll see you over at the Wall of Fame in a couple of seconds. Oh, this is gorgeous. I've got number 342 here. Lovely beaded bracelet. Sent in by Denise. Hi, Denise. Who says, hi, here's my entry for the Wall of Fame. I made it using gorgeous agates and Chinese jade, which I got from you ages ago. I love the colours, says Denise. You know what, so do I. They work really well together. Kind of watermelon colours and blues and greys. Lovely. That's gorgeous. Thank you.
I've got number 345. It's very pretty. It says, hi, Gem, you mad lot. Here is my rose quartz and pink quartzite set using pink wire, all JM, and pink cord from my stash. This one is on my website for sale at www.jewelleryatyourfingertips.co.uk.
There you go,
Little
Donna.
plug there, Donna, that's lovely. Well done.
Thanks, Donna. I've got number 343 here, made with some beautiful pink wire, some gorgeous gems, lovely hair slide. Sent in by Susan in Cumbria. It says, good morning to all at Jewellery Maker. Here's my entry for the Wall of Fame this week. It's a hair comb made with 0.6 wire and clear quartz, all from Jewellery Maker, and the pearls are from my stash. It's my first attempt at a wire work flower that was demoed on Jewellery Maker. That is incredible. It's like a, what kind of a flower is that?
It's like a...
It's almost like a pansy, isn't it?
Yeah, more like a pansy.
That's
Lovely.
gorgeous. Susan, that's amazing. You should be really proud of that. It's beautiful. Thank you.
Very nice. And I've got 346, and it says, one of the 6 macrame pieces I've made with these rectangles using the technique I learned from the macrame DVD with Mr. Smith. I can't attach any of the others to this message as my systems won't let me, but we'll send others and a separate cover so you can see what has been done, and to possibly show others to help them decide to purchase the strands from F. Porter.
Oh, thank you. That's gorgeous.
Lovely. Yeah, well done.
I've got number 344 here, lovely wire work here. This is a beautiful ring, isn't it?
Yeah, it's lovely.
That's very you, that. I can imagine
Nice
you wearing something
design.
like that. Yeah, lovely design. From Katie, who's from the Yorkshire Dales. Oh, how beautiful. Says, good morning to you. This is my... from Emmerdale. She might be from Emmerdale. Emmerdale Farm, she might be. You never know. So this is my entry to the Wall of Fame. It's silver wire from Jewellery Maker. It's a wrapped ring made with iolite faceted gems from my stash. I hope you like it. We love it, Katie. Have a good day and good luck in the Wall of Fame. Isn't that beautiful?
It is lovely. I'll be in the Dales in a few weeks.
Will you?
Yes, I'm demonstrating and
Demonstrating in the Dales?
Demonstrating in the Dales, yeah.
What are you demonstrating in the Dales?
Mixture of wire work and jewellery things, yeah, all sorts.
Whereabouts in the Dales? Do you know whereabouts it is?
It's near the Dales, it's Bugthorpe, and it's on the 28th of June. So Bugthorpe, near Stamford Bridge. Come and see us on the 28th, it'll be great.
Fantastic, awesome. Right, what's coming up, Lovey? Ooh, we've got a gorgeous brand new strand coming up in just a couple of seconds. We've got gorgeous chocolate brown agate and white quartz faceted rounds coming up in just a couple of seconds. Don't go anywhere.
Add to your collection with our Memory Wire DVD, which is full of hints and tips and step-by-step instructions for all levels. Follow Lucy and Debbie as they take you through how to create bracelets, necklaces and rings using memory wire. To get your hands on a copy, phone our call centre on 0800 644 655. Jewellery Maker, bringing out the designer in you.
Are you ready to shake off the snowflakes and celebrate summer? Well, how about joining us on Friday the 28th of June for our Summer Sunshine Dinner? This year we're leaving the Midlands and heading to London for an evening of glitz and glamour in order to support the Colourful Life Foundation. Overlooking the iconic Butler's Wharf, the Tower Hotel is located on the banks of the River Thames. This prestigious venue neighbours the World Heritage Site, the Tower of London, home to the Crown Jewels. Join Steve and Sarah Bennett, a host of presenters, as well as our friend and newly appointed trustee of the Colourful Life Foundation, Glenn Lehrer. There will be auctions and raffles, as well as the chance to join the Colourful Life Foundation's brand new sponsorship programme, an exciting way of directly supporting the projects that matter to you. Places are limited, so for more information or to book, please call 0845 612 2000 or email tggcball@gems.tv. See you in London.
Are you new to Jewellery Maker? Would you like to try a new hobby? Then why not give us a call on 0800 644 655 and we'll send you a free copy of our DVD and booklet to help you get started. You don't even need to make an order. Get involved with Jewellery Maker.
Do you need a helping hand to get started with Jewellery Maker? Are you stuck for ideas and need inspiration? Then visit our Jewellery Maker website, where you can find our video tutorials. Expand your knowledge and skills with these easy-to-follow jewellery making demonstrations. Whether you're a beginner, hobbyist or business owner, there's always something new to learn. It couldn't be easier. Simply click and learn some new jewellery making techniques.
Oh, look at this. Isn't that gorgeous? Beautiful, beautiful natural markings on here. Gorgeous, gorgeous. A really, really beautiful balancing act of those gorgeous chocolate browns going through to stone colours, going through to blues and silvers and beautiful whites as well. Oh, yummy. These are gorgeous 14mm faceted rounds of agate and white quartz. Really, really awesome. Gemma, you were saying that you really love this strand. What is it about this strand that you really like?
Because it's really earthy, and it's not quite crystal clear, so you can put it in a more casual design. But
nice,
it's still got that sparkle about it that makes it, you know, more dressy than say a mookaite or something, but it's got those same tones, so it's ideal, I think. It's a lovely strand. That's
a really good point, actually. When you've got a gemstone which is fairly translucent and it doesn't have loads of brilliance, you can get away with making it into more of a casual piece of jewellery. Because it's faceted, as Gemma was saying, it's still got that sparkle, so you can still dress it up if you want to. This with some smoky quartz and maybe some antique bronze colour copper wire would just be delicious. And do you know what? Tones like this are the kind of tones that anyone can wear. Anyone. There are certain people who suit who suit green, or who suit pink or red, and sometimes it can be quite difficult, especially if you're making pieces of jewellery for people for their birthday. You don't know what kind of colours to put in the piece of jewellery. You don't know what kind of colours they're going to like or what's going to suit them. Shades like this, a strand like this, you can't go wrong. Something like this is going to suit everyone. And whether it is going to be a dressy piece of jewellery, or whether it's going to be a really nice casual relaxed piece that you make and put together with hemp cord, or whether it's going to be something which you put loads and loads of chain on, like we saw with the last kit that Gemma Gemma made jewellery from, you've got the best of both worlds here. Now these are big, these are 14mm rounds, and I was talking to Mark about this kind of size on Tuesday when we last had him on the show. And we were kind of in agreement that the 14mm round is kind of the ideal size for a faceted round gemstone, because it's big enough to put into pendants and into bracelets, but it's not too big for earrings. It's not too big for those smaller pieces of jewellery that you might want to make as well. So you've got something which really crosses over the boundaries from bracelets to necklaces to earrings. And the variety of colours is just so exciting as well. This is a brand new strand today, and of course it's going to go with the tiger's eye. The tiger's eye! Oh, it's so beautiful! With the 1.5mm gauge wire, you know, you've got something which is going to go with so much on today's show. The price point for this strand is quite incredible. We do have a lot of amazing price points coming your way today, not just for wire and kits, but for gemstone strands like this as well. Today, this brand new strand of 510 carats of chocolate brown agate and white quartz is incredible. Have a look at your deal today. You are going to love this. £6.95. Now, the most amazing strand of genuine gemstones. And don't forget, this is a strand of genuine gemstones. You're not looking at fake, synthetic, you know, you're not looking at glass or plastic. This is absolutely a genuine gemstone quality you're going to be getting here. And that's just so wonderful to think about, because these have taken hundreds and thousands and millions of years to form. Give us a call when you can. Don't forget, it is a free phone number from a BT landline, or get involved on our website, JewelleryMaker.com. But you are seriously, you're looking at a strand here which will suit anyone. And in a similar way that smoky quartz goes with every single gemstone, I think you've got a strand like this here. because this will go with blues, with purples, with oranges, with pinks, with greens, with absolutely anything that you want to put this with. And as Gemma said just a few seconds ago, and she, you know, as she suggested, this could not only be a beautiful relaxed gemstone that you wear during the day, but you could also dress it up as well. If you want to put loads of gorgeous findings with this, stunning, isn't it? Well done, £6.95. Gorgeous quality there. Well done. A little bit of a queue on the phone lines at the minute, but just be patient. We will answer your call as soon as we can. We know that you're waiting, and there are very few queues elsewhere at the minute, so that's good. That's good. Can I show you something that's coming up later on in the show? Look at this. This amazing strand of amethyst is coming your way in the show. It is Brazilian amethyst, and I tell you something, it's got a fantastic secret. It's coming up later on in the show. It's coming up in the midday hour today. You are going to love the price point. It is a genuine strand of amethyst all the way from Brazil, and it's got a little secret attached to it, which you're going to love. Right. I've got a lovely bunch of coconuts. I sang that yesterday on the show, Gemma. Were you watching?
I was watching. Of course I was watching.
Did you enjoy my singing yesterday on the show?
Very, very much. And your jokes.
And my jokes?
Yes. Was that yesterday or the day before?
No. It was the day before, the cow jokes.
Yeah, I loved those. And Thomas thought they were brilliant. So.
Really?
Yeah, Tom loved them.
Fantastic. I made a couple of cow jokes because we had a kit called Mono Love, but the centre of the plasma screen was covering the end, so it looked like Moo Love. So we thought it was a kit about cows. There we go. What do you call a cat? Laura, are you listening? What do you call a cow with 2 legs? Lean beef. Do you like that? What do you call a cow with no legs? Ground beef. Yeah, I told that joke on Tuesday. No one laughed then, actually. Right. Are you trying to make up your own cow jokes in there? They're not going to work. What did the cow say to the other cow? Move over. I just made that up. Yeah.
I didn't actually get it, if I'm honest.
Move over. Because cows moo. It was mooing at the other cow. Moo. Why don't cows have any money? I don't know. Why don't cows have any money? Because farmers milk them dry. That's a...
Get off this shot on me.
Right. Right. Should we do this bundle? Right. Should we move on? Are you looking at cow jokes on the internet? You're meant to be producing the show, Laura. Right. Hematite. Hematite beautiful rondelles here. These are gorgeous, aren't they? Stunning metallic rondelles. Look at them. Oh, they're beautiful. This is called Black Star with hematite barrels. Black obsidian stars. Oh, look at these. I love stars. I love stars. So much so, I've actually given up hanging wallpaper in Gherkin's nursery because it's rubbish and I'm so bad at it. I've actually taken down the wallpaper and I'm going to paint the room this weekend and paint stars on the wall instead. It's going to be ridiculous. It's just, oh, that poor child. Anyway, so beautiful black obsidian stars. Each one of these could be a gorgeous ring. You know that demo which Gemma showed us on Saturday of how to incorporate really beautiful heart-shaped gemstones into a wirework ring. The same could be done with a gorgeous star-shaped gemstone like this. In fact, you've done a star-shaped ring today, haven't you?
I have. Do you want it?
Yes, please, Gemma. That'd be amazing. I think it's just on the end. It's so cute. One of our kits today, a bit of a sneak preview of one of our kits. You're going to be getting star-shaped gemstones, and look at how Gemma has put that into a gorgeous wire wrap ring. Isn't that stunning? Isn't that gorgeous? You can do that with these beautiful star-shaped golden obsidians because I've got some wire. Now it is 0.25mm gauge wire, but you could certainly put the little final flourishes, the little squiggles and swirls across gemstones like your star-shaped obsidians with this wire. It's beautiful, 0.25 millimeters engaged, included in this bundle. And then you're going to be getting something else. Look at these. Mesh beads. These are so stunning. These are black wire mesh beads. We've seen mesh beads used in very, very different ways here on Jewellery Maker. You can use them simply as beads. They're very, very light. They're very, very versatile as well. Because, as we've seen on previous shows, if you take these two little rings which are making this nice and rigid, if you take them out of the mesh bead, you can make the most incredible flowers out of these as well. Ollie, have you seen this piece down here of Gemma's? With the mesh beads, where what Gemma has done is she's taken out the little rings in the mesh beads. Can you see that? And she's curled the edges of them into almost, well, they're almost kind of like it looks like a poppy seed. Like the top of a poppy flower when you see the seeds which are inside the pod, where the poppy seeds are. Not only that, but it almost looks like a honey pot as well. It's so gorgeous. You can do those kind of things with these mesh beads. You're going to be getting black mesh beads, black obsidian, black hematite, black 0.25 millimeter gauge wire as well. The fantastic thing about this bundle is you can add anything to this bundle that you want, any colour, any quality, and it's just going to look wonderful. What one of our budding beaders has done here actually is add gold plated copper wire to these gemstones. We've already bought you some gold plated copper wire today, so if you wanted to make a beautiful wire wrapped ring like the one here, which is really, really stunning, then that could be a brooch or a ring, couldn't it? That would just be gorgeous. We've got some more wire coming up later on in the show as well. That's really beautiful. Lovely pair of earrings as well. Gorgeous floral earrings with the little stars included in there as well, which is just lovely. And then a lovely necklace up here with the 0.25 millimeter gauge wire. You can see that there with the black wire, the stars, and that's really interesting as well. That's made with one of the mesh beads as well. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh, I really like that. Sewn onto the mesh there. That's gorgeous, isn't it? Really beautiful. So you've got your 2 strands of gemstones, your 0.25 millimeter gauge wire, there's 10 meters of it here, and your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 black mesh beads as well. One great price. Here's your deal. The code is YCGC34. It's £12.95p. Isn't that incredible? These are real stash essentials in the fact that you can add whatever you want to this bundle, and it's just going to work beautifully. Whether it is blue quartz or whether it is gorgeous copper wire, 1.5 millimeter gauge wire, it's just going to work beautifully. Whether it's going to be light as a feather, whether it's going to be clear quartz, whether it's going to be mystic quartz, whether it's going to be wooden beads or polymer clay, it's just going to work beautifully because you're essentially working with a shade rather than a colour. So if you want to separate these out and save all the rest of the ingredients for a rainy day or for another project, you can absolutely do that. £12.95 though. Make the most of bundles like this. Make the most of qualities like this because these are real stash essentials. And even if you're looking at this and you've only got an idea maybe for the gemstone strands and you haven't got any ideas for the wire and the mesh beads at the minute, that's okay. You can save them. You don't have to use them as soon as you get them home. You can save them for the next few weeks, the next few months, and make the most incredible pieces with them. Well done, £12.95 there, gorgeous quality. Now, moving on now to another bundle. Here we go. Oh, hang on, I had a little bag for that there. I don't know where it's gone. That's it there. Here we go. So another bundle here, another great stash essential bundle here, because effectively, you know, when you're working with genuine gemstones, when you're making pieces of jewelry, you want a stash of gemstones. At home, I've got a certain number of gemstones that I always try and have. I've got smoky quartz, white pearls, black agate, maybe Botswana agate as well, but those are kind of my stash essentials because you can add those kind of gemstones to anything, to any kind of design, and they will aid that design. There are certain gemstones which more so than others you will find really, really useful. Gemstones like this. Now this is Howlite, which is a gorgeous white and silvery grey gemstone. It's got beautiful markings going all the way across it. It's got a lovely matrix. It's basically like a white turquoise If you know the gemstone turquoise, you'll know that it has a beautiful black matrix which runs all the way through it. Howlite is almost exactly the same as turquoise in the fact that it does have this matrix. Maybe a bit less so than certain varieties of turquoise, but it's a white gemstone. It's a white and grey gemstone. It is a massive status essential. It can give you the look of marble. It can look very, very high end indeed, and you can get it from Jewellery Maker so inexpensively. It's amazing. So you've got your howlite rounds. You've got moonstone, rainbow moonstone graduated barrels. Now, this is an amazing member of the feldspar family, which has got beautiful white qualities. Blues, greens, peaches, pinks. This is all a natural quality you're getting here, and it's gems of distinction. These gems have been hand faceted, so that shiller you get going across this beautiful moonstone quality is natural. Look at that blue, isn't it gorgeous? That beautiful blue, gorgeous colours there. And labradorite, another member of the feldspar family, so a gorgeous silvery grey gemstone here as well, with beautiful labradorescence going through it, which is the optical property you get from labradorite, similar to the shiller you get in moonstone, because they're similar gemstones. They're both from the same family, but they work together beautifully. Separately they work just as well. Now, 3 strands of gemstones here: moonstone, howlite and labradorite. All 3 together, wonderful. Are they status essentials? Yeah, totally. One great price. Again, it's going to be brilliant. It's going to be the same price as that gorgeous black bundle that we just bought you. Have a look at your deal. £12.95p. I don't think you can ever have too many stash essential gemstones, can you, Gemma? You've always got to have them in your hoard, haven't you?
Yeah, you always have. That's the exact combination I bought the other day.
Oh, really?
Yeah, on the late show the other day. There was all those in isolation. I bought them all individually, so I could have waited and saved a few pounds, couldn't I?
You could have done, Gemma, yeah. Did you buy them with a certain project in mind, or just did you buy them because it's like buying your staples, like your fridge staples, buying milk, buying bread? Is it a staple for you, or did you have a project in mind?
A bit of both. I've got a range in mind, so yeah, so I'll buy something all similar size or similar shape so that I can use them in one range. But those can cross over, those particular stones. So even if you've got a range with big stones, then you need the little stones as the fillers or the to add the detail.
Yeah.
So
these could be those fillers, couldn't they?
I might have to have those as well.
Oh, Gemma. Well, the code is CYGC37 if you want to add this one to your order. CYGC37. And as Gemma quite, well, Gemma said just a couple of seconds ago, she bought these 3 gemstone strands in isolation just the other day. So, yeah, you could have waited and saved yourself a bit more money, Gemma.
This always happens.
Sorry. Is Gemma going in a mood?
No.
She's going in a mood. This happens a lot. We have guest designers on. We give them what they want on the show. We bring you all the incredible pieces that you love working with wire. So we've got loads of wire on today's show. And then you go in a mood when you can't have it. You can't win. I'm joking. Do I want to what? Oh, is that the klaxon? I can just about hear that. Is that the klaxon? Right, what are we doing? Which one? Oh my goodness me, yes. Oh my word. Oh. Oh, this is gorgeous. Look at this. Now, would this go with the black bundle that we just bought you? Yes. Would this go with the moonstone, the howlite and the labradorite that we just bought you? Yes. Why? Because you're working with shades. Look how well it goes with the black obsidian and the hematite. Oh yeah, that works so well. And moonstone, howlite and labradorite. Definitely. Yeah, 100%. Gorgeous. Now, you are looking at a spool of 100 metres of 0.4mm gauge turquoise coloured copper wire. 0.4mm gauge, Gemma. What is your 0.4mm gauge wire most useful for, would you say?
I use it for wrapping frames together. So if I've got a 1mm or a 1.5, it's great for wrapping it together, creating a nice tight join. It's also great for making your fine weave details in rings or pendants. You can twist it together now with our new tool and make a much firmer wire. it's, for me, a 1 mil and a 0.4 are the absolute essentials. If I couldn't do without those two sizes.
Perfect. We've got a couple of wire tools coming up on the show today. We've got the Gizmo, we've got the wire writing tool. If you want to add those to your order, you've got to stay watching. We brought the Klaxon in because we've got loads and loads and loads of incredible wire deals today. Once these wire deals are gone, they are gone, and I don't know when we're next going to get wire in stock. We do stock a certain amount of wire on our website. They're always very, very limited edition. They're normally less than, the quantity is less than 20 available. So I can't guarantee the next time we're going to be able to bring you deals like this for prices like this, where we've got so many spools available. Already today we bought you 1 mil gauge gold plated copper wire, 1.5 millimeter gauge wire. We've bought you Gemma's Challenge, which was 1 mil gauge with the blue wire as well. We bought you some amazing treats for wire. 100 meters of turquoise coloured copper wire. This is going to go 0.4 millimeters in gauge. It really is going to go quickly. You've got something here which Gemma says, is totally invaluable to her. This is something which she simply could not do without. Sounds to me like it's almost the glue which holds the frames together.
Yeah, it is, but it's also the detail. It also adds the detail. It's really versatile. So it's a brilliant size, brilliant gauge. And
also start thinking outside the box. What other mediums can you use this with? Polymer clay. Yes, you can cut this up and put it with jewel enamel, with resin. It's going to look wonderful. Get involved when you can. This will go with so many of the gemstone strands that we've got coming up today, including that beautiful strand of blue quartz and the tiger's eye. Oh, look at these tiger's eye drops. Oh, they're stunning. Right, get involved when you can, because this is your price. Get it in your basket as quickly as you can. $14.95 for 100 meters of 0.4 millimeter gauge turquoise coloured copper wire. This time of year, everybody is looking for those beach colours, that relaxed holiday jewellery, maybe their capsule wardrobe pieces as well. And these are the kind of colours which always do go. Turquoise is one of our biggest selling gemstones in the summer months. Dyed howlite, dyed magnesite, which is dyed a turquoise colour. Those are always very big selling strands. Coated blue quartz, again, another massive seller, especially in the summer. Why? Because people are going on summer holidays. You're starting to think about lagoon blues, about summer skies, about gorgeous sea greens. And this kind of shade is the kind of shade that is all about summer. It looks great if you've got a bit of a tan. It looks fantastic alongside blacks, brown, white, pink, fuchsia, purple, orange. It looks fantastic against so many different colours. And you've got such a fantastic gauge of wire here as well. It's so useful. You ask any one of our wire specialists here on Jewellery Maker, what gauges of wire could they not do without? What gauges of wire are the most versatile? And you'll find many of them saying it's 0.8 and 0.4 or 1 mil and 0.4. It really is superb. Now, if you've never picked up a piece of wire in your life before and you're a little bit intimidated by using wire, by getting maybe a 100-meter spool, you can come on our wire work courses. We run wire work courses for all abilities, for all levels, whether it's beginners, intermediate, or wire or advanced wire work courses. We've also got lots and lots of wire work DVDs as well, where you learn different projects, how to make bangles, how to make wire rack pendants, how you get to that kind of level is by watching these DVDs, coming on our workshops, being inspired by our guest designers and by our Wall of Fame entries. These are the kind of techniques you can learn on our wire work DVDs. If you want to add any of them to your order, or if you want to come on our intermediate wire work course, speak to the call centre Live Help. It's a fantastic way of meeting like-minded people, meeting jewellery makers out there, and just broadening your knowledge and building your confidence up as well. That's a really important point to make. Well done. So £14.95p, loads of you on the phone lines there, lots of you adding this to your order. And if you do want to multi-buy this, I'd advise that you do that. Go for it. Speak to the call centre on Live Help, because like I say, today, on today's show, we've got loads of wire deals, but I can't guarantee when the wire is going to be back in stock. You know how sporadic it is for us to get a wire on a show. Occasionally we'll have three spools of wire. Sometimes we'll have a wire special. Sometimes we won't have any wire for a week. This is your chance to stock up on wire, to stock up not for the next few weeks, for the next few months, possibly till the end of the year, because the deals you're going to be getting are so great today. Well done. Fantastic. Well done. 0800 6444 655. Well done. Great deal there. Now, How about our second kit? Now, the jewellery in this, superb. The findings in this, amazing. The findings in this are the new findings. This kit is delicious. It's got colour, texture, quality, and beautiful extras. Have a look at this. Now, to start off with, there's a strand of, oh, is this serpentine or prehnite? Serpentine, lovely. So gorgeous apple green serpentine, really beautiful shade of green here. Is this, are there two strands of serpentine in this kit, Livy? So you've got beautiful serpentine plain 3mm rounds. How does this differ from prehnite? Well, prehnite will arguably give you more of those black inclusions, those kind of black rutilated inclusions, which are really, really lovely. But in serpentine, the great thing about this is it gives you a much, much purer gemstone quality. Gives you much more of a consistent quality going through the strand. There's another strand of serpentine here as well. And it's a lime green variety. These are amazing. Gorgeous nuggets of serpentine here. These are approximately 9x8 to about 12x9mm in diameter. Next strand, golden obsidian. Now this is effectively a jet black gemstone, but when you hold this gemstone strand out, can you see the golden qualities? This is natural. This is natural volcanic glass, and it gives you a golden hue. Now, not all obsidian's going to give you this. We've got rainbow obsidian, we've got golden obsidian, we've got black obsidian here on Jewellery Maker. Golden obsidian's going to give you that gorgeous black and gold edge. It's just wonderful. And that is genuine volcanic glass. How amazing is that? Isn't that beautiful? It's such a rich looking gemstone. Every single strand is different as well, which is so exciting. So 3 strands of gemstones. And then we add another strand of gems. Champagne shell pearl. This is where you get that perfect pearl shape, so that perfect round quality, which is almost impossible to get with pearls, but you get a wonderful pearlescent quality as well, which is just lovely. This is basically shell which has been reformed into pearl shape, perfect pearl shapes. 4 strands of gemstones here. Again, you've got some wonderful colours here, some lovely textures, translucent qualities, pearlescent qualities. You're getting a bit of schiller or almost asterism in this incredible gemstone as well. Let's talk about the extras. Okay, well, you're going to be getting a threading pack that's got golden coloured beading threading, which is lovely. Monofilament and elastic. So really gorgeous, rich quality there. You're then going to be getting 5 meters of nude coloured organza ribbon, 5 meters of truffle coloured organza ribbon. Oh, you're going to love what Gemma's done with this. You're also going to be getting 5 meters of cream waxed cord and 5 meters of tan waxed cord. Let's pop those there. And your findings pack. Now this is one of our brand new findings packs. They have been selling like hotcakes, these findings packs in kits. They're amazing. These are wonderful. They're antique bronze coated copper findings. You're getting 98 of them in total. These are different to our other findings packs in the fact that you are getting slightly different findings in the fact that you're getting an extended chain, toggle clasp. Let me show that to you. It's one of my favourite findings, this one. I love it. Look at that. How can you not love working with a finding like that? It's beautiful. Whether you use it as an extended chain T-bar clasp or whether you use it in earrings or necklaces, it's entirely up to you. I've already seen guest designers use these in different ways, and you're going to see how Gemma has used these kind of findings. And these are, this is like Gemma's in heaven with these, with this incredible findings pack. Have a look at the rondelles as well. The rondelles are beautiful. You're still going to get a metre of chain, eye pins, head pins, all the findings you would expect to get from Jewellery Maker, but just with a few tweaks. Look at that, isn't that beautiful? Beautiful little rondelles of antique bronze plated copper. Look at that. I love how matte these are, don't you? They're stunning. Now, 4 strands of gemstones, 98 findings, ribbon, cord, threading pack. Do you want to see a price? You're not going to be able to believe this. It's going to go seriously low. Considering you're getting the brand new findings in this kit, this is going very, very, very low indeed. Here's your price today. 16.95. 4 strands of gemstones, brand new findings, threading pack, ribbon, waxed cord, the lot, all for under £17. Isn't that incredible? Well done. Right, let's go and see what Gemma thought of this kit, because I have to say, you were so excited on Saturday when you were on the show, Gemma, talking about the fact that you had a kit with the new findings. What were they like to work with?
Yeah, I did have a little squeak, and Tom's got, I don't squeak very often, but my little boy's got a word for it when I get excited about a kit, and he says I get girlalized.
You get girlalized.
Yeah, that's his word.
I think Thomas has got. He's got it right.
That's Tom's word. He does make up a lot of words, but that's his favourite for when I get excited about something in the kit.
What is it about this kit that you love so much?
Again, it's just so varied, and it went on forever and ever. And it didn't matter what combination you used; it all sort of worked together. I mean, I've used all the stones together in sort of the bracelet there. They all work together. They're lovely.
You're right, Gemma. The gemstones in this kit, just look, that one there. You've got the serpentine, the golden obsidian, and the shell pearl working beautifully side by side. The findings are amazing, I think. These new packs of findings are incredible. You've used them so beautifully. Look at this beautiful pair of earrings that you've made here. What an unusual shape.
They're sort of a bit like anchors, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. Is that with head pins?
Yes. No, what is that? It's beading thread. Sorry, I forgot.
Oh, is it beading thread?
It's beading thread.
Oh my goodness, that's incredible.
Yeah, it's beading thread through there and then just dangling on head pins.
So you've made these very, very kind of gem-heavy earrings, gem-heavy bracelets, right the way through to this bracelet here. Now, I've seen a couple of people today at different stages before we went live looking at this bracelet, and I have to say, I love it too. I think it's wonderful. You've used the chain. Are these little sections of chain or just one length of chain?
No, they're little sections. It's done like a bail, so you put it's equal lengths of chain, and then a jump ring either end, and then that's your bail.
And you've wrapped it round the wax cord. You've got one gemstone on there.
Yeah. Look
at the clasp on the back. This is so lovely.
The clasp makes it, doesn't it?
Oh, look at that. Doesn't that look beautiful? This clasp is included in your findings pack. And how have you made that little end there? Is that with a head pin?
It is a head pin, yeah. And I've singed the cords together.
Fantastic.
I should have really thought it through and left another ribbon end cord, because you do get those, but I'd used them all up.
That's okay. So, don't worry, Gemma. That's okay.
But it would have worked.
Beautiful bracelet here as well, where you've used the bronzy coloured beading thread, the golden obsidian, and the golden coloured shell pearl. Look at that. Lovely lattice work there, and I think the beading thread really works well in this bracelet, don't you?
Yeah, and it's lovely to have the coloured thread. I can't believe the price.
It's incredible, isn't it?
All those components and options.
Well, you've made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 pieces of jewellery here. And so many of them are gem heavy, Gemma. You've got this beautiful bracelet here, which looks so soft and beautiful. It's like these gemstones are in like a little duvet. They're so cute.
Yeah. It's quite bridal, that one, I think.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah,
looks so precious. Lovely bracelet down here. Is this macrame?
Yeah, it's 2 lengths of macrame with the chain in between.
Oh yes, it has got the chain.
So you do them at the same time. It's very fit. It takes a long time.
I bet it does.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
It's a nice effect.
It's an incredible effect, but yeah, I can imagine that took a lot of thread and took you a long time to make. And you've used the beading thread beautifully here as well. I know you're crazy about using beading thread and using it in different ways. Got some lovely earrings here, lovely shape.
Yeah.
Really, really lovely shape on those. You've used the beading thread again in a really interesting way here, where you've plaited it around this necklace.
No, that's using the new wire twisting tool.
Is it?
Yeah.
Aha!
Yeah, that's brilliant, that twisting tool. So you put your beading thread in there instead of your wire, twist it makes a twist, and then when you draw them together, it automatically wants to wrap around itself and make like a rope, and it stays. It's not going to come undone.
Oh, that's fantastic.
So it works really nicely.
Oh, isn't that wonderful? And then you've used extended chain from the toggle clasp I was talking about to make a pendant.
Yeah, it's quite a contemporary look, isn't it?
Yeah, it's lovely.
With the sort of monochrome-ish look.
Yeah, gorgeous. You've used the beading thread in a completely amazing way in this necklace here. How long did this take you to make, Gemma?
Surprisingly not too bad. It's 2 plaits, and then you have all your excess threads, and then you just thread them back through.
Yeah.
You can make it as random or as symmetrical as you like.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's not too bad. It's not too long to make.
It's like a serpent. It's beautiful.
Something that grows.
Yeah, just lovely. And we're actually going to see a technique on this necklace here, which actually going back to that bridal kind of thing. This is definitely bridal.
Yeah.
This is macrame.
It is. It's all macrame actually, apart from the little knots at the top. It's 2 pieces that went wrong, and
I admire your honesty.
yeah. And then I thought, well, I can still use that.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So how do you go about making this then, without making a mistake?
Okay, so I've macrameed. I'm going to show you how to make the little rose.
Okay, lovely.
And I'll show you where I went wrong, and you'll see in a minute how it went wrong. So I wanted to make a really loose macrame braid because I was going to add in some chain along the sides.
Okay.
So I set about with my ribbon making this macrame braid. So it's the basic square knot that you can see on the tutorials. So, but you want to do it quite loosely. So you fold your ribbon over in the same macrame knot style. I've got the lazy strand as beading thread, by the way.
Yeah.
And you just do, what you must make sure for this to work is that your ribbon is sort of stays flat. You don't want it twisted.
Yeah.
So you'll find a way that it stays flat and sort of equal. I'm just going to do a couple more stitches there.
Okay.
For all of these knots, just to get it tight. And then, even though I didn't do this in the actual, when I was getting it wrong, I realised after I could have made it a lot better by then gradually, they're very loose, but then the last few knots get slightly tighter each time.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so you're starting to pull your ribbon back into that centre thread. Okay.
And why is that? Why?
Because it will taper it back, and also it's very difficult to finish when it's too loose. You know, you won't get it to stay on the thread.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to leave it there just because I think I've got enough now to show you.
Lovely, okay, yeah.
Tie that nice and tight. You can see it's a really loose, quite messy knot, and what I did was I tried to pull it all in together, and what happened is the lazy strand just fell out, you know, it just came straight through.
No.
And that made this very open sort of knotwork here.
Which is just gorgeous.
Which then I could thread the chain through.
Yeah.
So that was that section. But then what I found is on the way through, what I've done is I've popped a little crimp
Is it a spacer
bead.
bead? Oh, it's a crimp bead with a crimp bead cover.
With a cover on the top. So then what you do, you've got your very loose macrame braid there, and if you just pull it through, can you see what happened? That just forms into a little rose. Can you see that?
Ah, that's gorgeous.
Did it show on the...
Yeah, look at
There you go.
that.
You've got a bead in the centre. Don't pull too hard because you could pull it all the way through. But if I show you again, if I just pull it back out, there's your macrame braid. And then you just literally pull the thread. And there you've got a little flower, and you can use that however you want.
So you were literally doing a nice loose square stitch.
Yeah,
You put about what, a dozen stitches on there maybe?
Yeah, this one's got about 12.
About 12 stitches on there, keeping it really nice and loose, and then you put a crimp bead and an end on the lazy strand. Then you pull the lazy strand through.
The crimp will stop it coming all the way through. But
Oh
don't
my
go
goodness me.
too far, because sometimes you can pull it all the way out. But and I think that's what happened actually with that one. Maybe it was the second time round. Yeah, this one's quite a tight rose, but actually I prefer the looser.
I love that. It's beautiful. It's like melted chocolate. So how do you secure that then? Do you secure it with another crimp or a bit of jewellery glue?
Yeah, I would say another crimp bead. Pop another crimp on there. I've made a little loop on the back of the one on the necklace, and then that's become part where I thread through. It depends what you're going to use it for. I mean, if you were going to use it on a headband, then I would use wire through the centre. Just use wire as your lazy strand. Then it's ready to thread into a fascinator or tiara. But it's a very happy accident, that was.
Yeah, it really is. You can sew it onto things. You can sew it onto scarves, onto dresses. That's just lovely.
Yeah.
That could be used across so many different pieces. That's such a lovely little technique.
Make a nice little ring as well.
It would, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
And it just shows you, doesn't it? These happy accidents are wonderful, aren't they? And they do make it onto our shows. That's great. Thank you so much, Gemma. Again, another kit which you've made so many pieces from. $16.95. It's very, very low in stock now.
I should imagine so.
I know.
You'd be daft not to buy that, honestly.
4 strands, brand new findings, all those extras, the ribbon, the waxed cord as well, all for less than £17. A fantastic kit there. Thank you so much. And it's just so lovely to see that, you know, through an accident you can make the most gorgeous, gorgeous pieces.
Yeah.
Isn't that beautiful? Lovely. Right. How are you getting on with your challenge, Gemma?
I'm very much enjoying it, Carol.
Are you?
Yes.
Have you made many pieces yet? How far through the 100 metre spool of wire are you?
Well, I'm nowhere near finishing the spool. I've used about 5 metres.
Goodness sake.
Sorry.
I asked you to use 100 metres of wire in today's show. I don't think that's too much to ask, Gemma.
Okay.
I'll
pick up the pace.
The klaxon's going. The klaxon's. Are we doing this? Oh. Right. This is going to be exciting. This is going to be exciting. This is your chance to get something which has become a bit of a legend in its own lunchtime. Yeah, a legend in its own lunchtime. We all know and love Kate Middleton, don't we? I love her.
You know her?
No, know her as in, you know, you know, well, you feel like, you know, you read about her and, you know, she's lovely. We're tracking her pregnancy. She's a lovely girl, really beautiful, all that kind of stuff anyway. When she turns up at an event, or when she turns up at a, I don't know, to open a school or to go to christen a lifeboat or, you know, whatever she's doing, when she goes to do a public event, if she is wearing, say, a beautiful pair of shoes that are made by LK Bennett, or a stunning coat that's been made by Burberry, or she's wearing a dress that's been made by, oh, I don't know, Jigsaw, something like that, and you will find that within the hour, that jacket, those shoes, that dress has sold out. And she's a real style icon, isn't she? She's incredible. And she's a bit of a legend in that sense. I remember when the 1.5mm gauge of wire was launched. I remember it was on a show with Vicky and with Gemma. It was your Innovators show, wasn't it?
Yes, we had it on that show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have never seen a presenter so excited about 1.5mm gauge wire in my life than Vicky. It was just incredible. And this wire has become a legend. This wire is something that as soon as you see it, you want it. It's gone. It's like a stampede to the phone lines. That's exactly what happened with the 1.5mm gauge copper wire that we bought you a little bit earlier on for $9.95. You know, incredible. You are going to be getting the same gauge, the same length, and this time it's gold plated. So gold plated copper wire, 1.5mm in gauge, 10 meters in total. This is gonna go. Already, I've had huge amounts of interest on the web. I've got people allocating this themselves on the web. I've had people adding 2 and 3 spools to their order as well. Now, similarly with the last auction, we've only got 100 of these. It is gonna sell out. How about if we do this for the same price that we did the copper wire for? Yeah? $9.95. $9.95. That is the same price that we just did the 1.5mm gauge copper wire for as well. So get it, add it to your order. It's less than a tenner. Now, if you were lucky enough to secure the deal a little bit earlier on for Gemma's wire work bundle, that was 100 meters of 1mm gauge gold-plated copper wire, and you also had 0.25mm gauge blue-coloured copper wire, and we took that down to $27.95. If you were lucky enough to secure that, there's still some of those left if you want to add those to your order, you might want to get the 1.5mm gauge wire as well. Judging by the fact that I've been presenting on Jewellery Maker for the best part of 3 years, permanently for the last 18 months, And I have never brought you 1.5mm gauge wire before. This is the first time ever, well sorry, this is the first show that I've ever brought you 1.5mm gauge wire. You know, it just sells out. It sells out. It's so difficult to get hold of. Get it, add it to your order. I've got a lot of you there on the phone lines. Just hold those lines. We will answer your call as soon as we can. We're going to go over to the Wall of Fame. We'll probably keep the details for this spool of wire up because there are still some available. I've still got a lot of people waiting. If you're waiting on the phones, you will be successful. Do not hang up. Let's go and see some of your gorgeous creations on the Wall of Fame. Hello, how are you doing? This is a different angle, isn't it? I like this. I've got number 347 here. This is a beautiful bridal piece. I love the way it's been displayed. And it's so intricate. It's been sent in by Heather, who's from Middlesex, who says, hi to all you lovely people. Here's a bouquet made from pearls, quartz and chips. The wire used is 0.4, 0.6 and 1mm gauge. I started making stretchy bracelets and now I'm making wedding bouquets. Wow, that's amazing, which I hope to sell. I've just made a website called Nature's Gifts Jewellery, so a big thank you to all. I can't believe that so much has changed since I first found your channel. Much love to all. Heather in Middlesex. It just shows you, doesn't it? Just shows you how much people can come on in such a short amount of time, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Isn't that gorgeous? Thank you so much for that, Heather. Best of luck, lovey.
Right, I've got number 350 and it's from Alan Fox.
Alan!
Hi to everyone at Jewellery Maker. Here is my Wall of Fame entry for this week. After watching Joe the other day making a claw set pendant, I thought I could try this myself. I bought the 8.83 carat eclipse quartz and a strand of concave cut clear quartz. My first attempt was rather poor as I made the crown too big. The second try was a lot better but still not perfect. I finally got the hang of it, and here are the results. 4 rings, 1 with the eclipse quartz, 2 with the large concave cut, and 1 with a smaller one. That is so stunning, isn't
it gorgeous?
It says the pendants also use the concave cut with mystic quartz, and he's really pleased with the results and hopes we like them. We do. Look forward to some more of this size gems from Alan.
Alan, that is just gorgeous.
Well done, Alan.
And I love the old school ruler.
Yeah.
It's awesome, isn't it?
Fabulous. Great demo.
I've got number 348 here. Beautiful wire and I can't work out about this. That might be angelite actually. Lovely wire work. Sent in by Samantha Tukey. Hi Samantha from County Durham, who says, OMG, it's Tuesday already. Samantha, it's actually Thursday. But there we go. But that's okay. Where's this week gone? Thought I'd better get a wriggle on and enter this into this week fast, or it will be next week already. Samantha, you're going to be entered into next week's draw. I'm ever so sorry you weren't quick enough. You weren't quick enough. But anyway, you're going to be entered into next week's draw. She says, hello all, here's my entry for this week's Wall of Fame. It's a bracelet made from 1mm gauge silver plated wire and Jewellery Maker aquamarine rondelles. Wow, they're gorgeous. Hope you like them. Lots of love, Samantha. That's really blue aquamarine, isn't it?
It's lovely. Really nice design.
Yeah, beautiful. Thank you.
I have got number 351 and it's from Barbara in Wrexham. She says, hi all at JM, here is my entry for this week's Wall of Fame. It's a necklace set made from abalone rectangles, faceted hematite and double drilled rose quartz faceted squares. With 925 sterling silver findings all bought from JM. I watched JM from day one when I got hooked on jewellery making. I've done a couple of house parties and done very well selling my jewellery. Love to all presenters and guest designers. That's from Barbara. That's gorgeous.
Thank you, Barbara.
Where have they been hiding? I haven't seen those. Double drilled rose quartz.
I don't know. I haven't seen them. They must have sold out.
Send me the code, Barbara.
You love it. You do actually have a list of codes.
Yeah,
which is ridiculous. Number 349. Do you know the first thing Gemma said when we went to that break? Is there going to be any wire left for me? Honestly, she's obsessed. Number 349, this has been sent in by Caroline, who says, hello to all at Jewellery Maker. Made this bracelet and necklace from the Deluxe Bead Scoop and still have some left over. Loving the show, from Caroline. Do you know what, that's funny? My first name's Caroline, my middle name's Anne. So effectively I'm Caroline as well. Anyway, that's not very interesting. But this piece of jewellery is. That's gorgeous. Thank you so much, lovey. That's gorgeous.
It's lovely. I've often wondered what it would be like to restring, just to string all those in a bead scoop or in those little new precious ones. What are they called?
The Gems of Distinction ones.
Distinction tubes, yeah. I'd like to restrand them, just see how many strands there are.
Well, it looks beautiful, doesn't it? It looks gorgeous. Thank you so much for that, Libby. That's gorgeous. Right, coming up next, blue coated quartz faceted Gems of Distinction. It's going to be incredible. Don't go anywhere.
Are you ready to shake off the snowflakes and celebrate summer? Well, how about joining us on Friday the 28th of June for our Summer Sunshine Dinner? This year we're leaving the Midlands and heading to London for an evening of glitz and glamour in order to support the Colourful Life Foundation. Overlooking the iconic Butler's Wharf, the Tower Hotel is located on the banks of the River Thames. This prestigious venue neighbours the World Heritage Site, the Tower of London, home to the Crown Jewels. Join Steve and Sarah Bennett, a host of presenters, as well as our friend and newly appointed trustee of the Colourful Life Foundation, Glenn Lehrer. There will be auctions and raffles, as well as the chance to join the Colourful Life Foundation's brand new sponsorship programme, an exciting way of directly supporting the projects that matter to you. Places are limited, so for more information or to book, please call 0845 612 2000 or email tggcball@gems.tv. See you in London.
Are you new to Jewellery Maker? Would you like to try a new hobby? Then why not give us a call on 0800 644 655 and we'll send you a free copy of our DVD and booklet to help you get started. You don't even need to make an order. Get involved with Jewellery Maker.
Join Jewellery Maker and specialist guest designer Debbie Bulford for a fun and relaxing day discovering the addictive appeal of chainmail. This workshop is ideal for beginners and will introduce the fundamentals of this art form. You will be guided through a range of beginners' weaves and learn how to create your own Byzantine bracelet and earring set. The full course includes a pack of 200 jump rings, a toggle clasp, a pair of shepherd hook earrings, the chainmail tutorial DVD, use of all relevant tools, a buffet style lunch and refreshments, a tour of the studio and a chance to meet the presenters, and take a visit to our gem museum. All this for just $74.95. For more information, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Jewellery Maker, bringing out the designer in you.
Our standard delivery is now only £2.95 per day, regardless of how many pieces of jewellery are added to your order. Delivery takes between 4 to 6 working days, and if you want your jewellery quicker, simply speak to our call centre about our premium delivery service.
You can now keep in touch by liking Jewellery Maker UK on Facebook. Get interactive with Jewellery Maker.
Oh, wow, 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 wow. A stunning strand of quartz here. This really is out of this world, isn't it? It's just gorgeous. Bringing you gemstone strands like this is a real treat for me here on Jewellery Maker. I'm a massive fan of genuine gemstones. There is nothing that I would even consider using than genuine gemstones now. Luckily, I found Jewellery Maker and I started presenting on Jewellery Maker before I started making pieces of jewellery, but I've seen synthetic beads, plastic beads, crystal beads, glass beads. I do really, really love them, but genuine gemstones really do have it for me. Really, really do. The quality you're getting in this particular strand is superb. This for me is the first time that I've seen a Gems of Distinction strand of blue coloured coated quartz. It's the first time that I've been able to bring you blue coloured coated quartz which has been hand faceted, hand drilled, beautiful, isn't it? Now, much like when you see a naturally beautiful lady wear makeup, much like when you see somebody who's got that natural beauty. I don't know why I'm thinking of Beyonce. I just think she's naturally beautiful. Her face is just so beautiful. And when you see a lady like that who hasn't got any makeup on, she looks stunning. But when you see her with that bit of makeup on, it doesn't have to be loads and loads and loads, but she just looks incredible. And that's really what we've done here. We've taken a fantastic quality of white quartz, and it has to be a fantastic quality of white quartz because even though this is coated, you can still see into the gemstone. This isn't hiding anything. It's not keeping anything from you. It's merely enhancing the beauty of the gemstone, in my personal opinion, anyway. The quality, the faceting is superb, isn't it? And that strength of colour is just gorgeous. And this is the kind of coating that is going to last. It's going to be something which, over time, yes, it will wear very, very well. You'll have something which, as I'm sure you can see, there are certain areas of the gemstone along the ridges of the facets which are lighter than others. And I really, really like that. I really like that kind of quality because it shows you the facets, it shows you the quality of the genuine gemstone. It allows you to appreciate the inner quality of the gemstone, but it still gives you that wonderful strength of colour. Now, this is Gems of Distinction. Again, the first time I've been able to bring you a Gems of Distinction strand of blue colour coated quartz, and it's a real treat. And it was only yesterday that we bought you some blue colour coated quartz, which was wonderful. And I was looking at the strands, and I was saying to you, yeah, we bought you beautiful round shapes of blue coloured coated quartz, and I was thinking to myself, have we done faceted blue coloured coated quartz? I don't think we have. And I was thinking, wouldn't it be lovely? Now, to get this kind of strength of colour elsewhere in other gemstones, you'd have to go to Ratnakiri Blue Zircon, you'd have to go to Santa Maria Aquamarine, and in fact, you would probably have to go as dark as indicolite to get the kind of colours you're getting here. Indicolite is one of the rarest and one of the most expensive gems on the planet. I have never auctioned a piece of indicolite before. Or blue garnet. Blue garnet, another one of the world's rarest genuine gemstones, only recently discovered. And up until recently, nobody thought that blue garnet actually existed. It does, and it looks very, very similar to this. So what you're actually going to be getting here is a really beautiful quality of quartz that has been enhanced and made to look even more gorgeous. Just like when a beautiful lady wears makeup. You're going to be getting a Gems of Distinction, hand-faceted quality. Expertise has been poured into this incredible strand, and it's yours today for under £15. How incredible is that? How incredible is that? Now, this, what would you put this with that we've already bought you today? All I can think of this with is the turquoise wire. The turquoise wire. Not only that though, how about putting it with the tiger's eye that we're going to be bringing you a bit later on in the show? How about bringing it to you with the 1.5mm gauge copper wire that we bought you earlier on? You know, a stunning collection of genuine gemstones there, a beautiful collection of colours. Isn't that beautiful? Do you know what I really love? I really love the coated gemstones that we have here on Jewellery Maker, Gemma. How do you use them? How do you see them?
I love them. In fact, I bought the jaggedy coated blue quartz the other day.
Oh, nice.
And I've put it with moonstone, and it's beautiful. They're so lovely together.
It's giving you that natural quality, that genuine gemstone quality, but it's just enhancing it a little bit. I really like that.
I think it's gorgeous because you can still see the gemstone, but when you take it outside into the light, the sparkle you get is just intensified. It's like, I don't know, it's just so beautiful. And sometimes you can't see that coating, but just as it twists or as it moves, it just enhances the light play. I think it's a great, great addition to the strand. Yeah. I love it.
I think it can only ever be a good thing. Believe you and I have seen gemstones which have been coated in a substandard way. Not on Jewellery Maker, but I've seen strands of gemstones that have been substandardly coated, and it just looks wrong. It doesn't look right. When you've got a gemstone though that's been hand faceted by experts that have had incredible amounts of expertise poured into it, and our team over in Jaipur have masterminded this kind of quality and perfected this kind of quality. And coating gemstones has been done for hundreds and hundreds of years. It is something which has been done so many times, hundreds, thousands, millions of times to genuine gemstones. And the quality you're going to be getting here for such an amazing price point is amazing. You think about some of the biggest selling diamonds in the world are coated diamonds. You know, they're really, really beautiful, and you can have diamonds in every single colour of the rainbow. And some of the biggest selling diamonds in the world, yeah, they are those coated diamonds. They're gorgeous. It's a worldwide accepted way of treating genuine gemstones. Not all gemstones, but certain gemstones. And I think that with this kind of quality, at that kind of a price point, it's only ever going to be a good thing. If you get these home, and you're not 100% satisfied, send them back. But oh my goodness me, I can almost guarantee that when you get these home, when you see that quality, and as Gemma says, when you take them out in the light, when you see sunlight on them, when you see the play of colour, the play of quality, and what this coating actually adds to the gemstone, goodness me, you are not going to be using that 30-day money-back guarantee. But by all means, try it out. Try it out. What's the worst that can happen? You can get it home. Maybe it's a little bit darker than you thought it was going to be. Maybe it's a little bit lighter than you thought it was going to be. Maybe the gemstones are a little bit bigger or a little bit smaller. Send it back. We will give you your money back, no problem at all. But try it out. $14.95 for a Gems of Distinction quality. Amazing. Well done. Hold those lines. Great deal there. Now, moving on now to a gorgeous... Oh, this should have been on yesterday's show. It's like a bridal boutique collection-y bundle thing. Collection-y, bundly thing. You know what I mean? No? Do you know what I mean? No? Maybe? Yeah? No, I don't know. Here we go. It's called Peaches and Cream. Oh, I put this one together. Peaches and Cream. Do you know what I really love? Tin peaches with carnation milk. Do you know what? Evaporated milk is a proper old school thing, isn't it?
From an old school.
Do you remember the little tins you used to have to punch a hole in one side and punch a hole in the other side so the air could get through, so you could tip it out? And it was a little tin with a red and white label with a rose on. Yeah. Oh no, was it? Or was it a carnation? Probably a carnation. There you go. And having it with tin peaches. Oh.
Yeah, my nan used to have carnation milk with everything.
Yeah, I think my husband's grandma used to put it in tea.
Yep. Cherry, I went to Cherry's the other day and it was just like going to my nan's. She'd give me a cup of coffee with carnation milk. I couldn't believe it. It's like, do people still do that?
No way, that's incredible.
Yeah, it's lovely.
Gorgeous. We can all look back, can't we? We can all look back to that incredible era with fondness, can't we? Or in Cherry's house, it's still going on. There we go.
Do you know, a tin of carnation saved my granddad's life.
What?
Yeah.
A tin of carnation milk saved your granddad's life?
It did indeed, yeah, my granddad James.
How?
They used to get them on rations, so you'd go through the park to the Ricknell and get the rations, and he put all the tins in his coat pocket, and a bomb hit, and the shrapnel flew up, and he thought had been hit because he was oozing, you know, with a sticky substance, but it was carnation milk, and it would have gone into his chest, but instead the carnation saved his life. So yeah, great story.
That's amazing.
So I probably wouldn't be here if it wasn't for carnation milk.
Oh my goodness me, Gemma, this is mind-blowing. This is incredible. This is another great reason to come in and get this bundle. We kind of got off track a bit, but that's okay. That's crazy. Right, white quartzite 8mm faceted rounds. Cream shell 20mm puffy coins. Look at these, are they gorgeous, gorgeous cream colours in here? They're beautiful. Oh, they're beautiful. And then peach coloured genuine freshwater cultured pearls. Oh, what a gorgeous colour combination. Whether it's for bridal pieces, whether it's for pieces to sell, pieces for you. Oh, I just love this colour combination and texture combination. You're getting pearlescence, you're getting almost an iridescence from the shell, and you're getting that wonderful translucency from the quartzite. What a lovely collection of gemstones. The code is XHGC62. One great price, here it is. $9.95 for all 3 strands. Isn't that incredible? Yeah. Well done. Give us a call when you can. Sorry, no, I'm saying yes for a number of different reasons. A, because of the prize, and B, because I've just thought of a song that I could sing. I just thought of another song I could sing. Last night carnation saved my life. Last night carnation saved my life. Da, 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 da. Last night carnation saved my life. Evaporated milk saved. That's rubbish. Great story from Gemma. I've just totally ruined it. Are you shaking your head at me, Cassie? Yes. Yes, she is. Very disapproving looks. Do that look to camera one, Cassie. Can you do that look to camera? Look at this face. It's like a disappointed... No, it's just fine. I won't bother singing then. 9.95. All right, everyone. Oh, you're happy that I'm not going to do it? Fine. Yeah. There are a couple of people out there who will actually miss my singing when I'm gone. I'm going to have a baby. I think we should do regular weekly link-ups, though, don't you think? Video link-ups. Do a bit of FaceTime. A weekly sing-song. What do you reckon, Gemma?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I would tune in for that.
Absolutely, yes. With an undertone, the subtext was no. 9.95. The subtext this is yes. Yes, 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 yes. Get it. Peaches and cream. What a gorgeous bundle. Lovely, lovely gemstones there. Ooh. Use it with the wire that we've already bought you. That gorgeous gold-plated copper wire. Ooh. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. I've got another bundle here. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Ah! Multicolour quartz and prehnite. It's called Pure Beauty. Here we go, here we go. This isn't just any beauty. Sorry. This is pure beauty. Pure beauty. Does that sound a bit dodgy? Does that sound like those telephone numbers that you call sometimes? Right, so. Multi-quartz, oh goodness me, where was my mind then? Multi-quartz and prehnite on a gorgeous strands here. Rose quartz, amethyst, citrine, lemon quartz and beautiful prehnite on there. Followed by, look at these. Faceted coins of white quartz. Oh, look at these, 10 millimeters in diameter. Look at that gorgeous luster. Oh, they're like diamonds, aren't they? Oh, just beautiful. And then another strand of white quartz. I think this is the first time I've seen a strand of white quartz like this before. These are hollow coins. I love them. These are gorgeous. They're really, really nice and big, but they've got these little petite holes that have been drilled through the centre of them. Oh, look at that. Yeah, look at that. Look at the clarity. Considering this is clear quartz, considering this is quartz, which, and you look at the rose quartz, you look at the amethyst there, you look at the lemon quartz, and they've all got wonderful colours, but none of them are eye clean. These are even better than eye clean. I mean, so hardly any of these have got any inclusions at all. That's amazing. They're like glass. They're beautiful, aren't they? You could set these in a different way, couldn't you, Gemma? You could set them kind of like buttons, couldn't you?
Yeah, you could. They're really versatile. These polo beads, as I call them.
Yeah. You could put some of the multicolour quartz and lay them on top of the buttons, and then put beading thread through the centre, couldn't you? That would be nice.
Yeah, you could. And they also, if you thread them through the large central hole, they make nice spaces in between.
Oh, that's a nice idea.
A nice large sort of rondelle shape.
Yeah, gorgeous.
Spacer.
That's a really nice idea, isn't it? Gorgeous. This bundle of 3 strands of gemstones, 2 strands of white quartz and multicolour gem puffy coins, this bundle should... Laura, how much should this be, sweetheart? Over £23 if you were to buy all these separately. It should be over £23. Today, we're going to go under 20. Oh yeah, here's your deal today. £18.95p. Do you know what? I think that's amazing, considering you're going to be getting 2 Stash Essential gemstone strands, but they're both so wonderful in the fact that they're so sparkly. Loads of lustre from these gorgeous coins, stunning clarity, especially from these gorgeous hollow coins here. And then you're going to be getting your beautiful multi-gem strand, which has got there's some amethyst, rose quartz, prehnite, lemon quartz and citrine on there as well. Just lovely for £18.95. Well done, that's great. Think about using it maybe with the wire that we've got coming up today. We've got some beautiful pink wire coming up on today's show. We've also got antique bronze coloured copper wire. Oh, look at all these together. I like that. Isn't that gorgeous? Antique bronze coloured copper wire coming up, pink wire coming up as well. They work so beautifully together, don't they? You can make some gorgeous pieces. And actually, this kind of bundle would be perfect to make the kind of bracelet that we saw Gemma make earlier on with the first kit, wouldn't it? With all those gorgeous handmade spiraled head pins. Oh, yeah, that would work really well. That'd be lovely, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that would work nicely.
Yeah.
That would be lovely with those.
Gorgeous. Well done. Please don't forget you got a 30-day money-back guarantee as well. I forget that sometimes. Do you know what? I can't remember where I was the other day, but I went to a shop, and I'm sure, was it a shop or did I buy it online? It was online. And you had 7 days, from when you received your order, or it might be when you placed your order, I think it might be when you placed your order, 7 days to change your mind. And I just thought it was for a gorgeous dress, and I hadn't got any shoes to go with it, and I was thinking, oh goodness me, tried the dress on, it didn't fit anyway, it was too small, but it really is interesting how there are so many companies out there who I think just do themselves such a disservice by only offering a 7-day money-back guarantee or a 7-day cooling off period. We offer you a 30-day money-back guarantee. That's a month. That's the equivalent to a month's worth of time to think things over. It's great, isn't it? Great deal. Right. Now, still to come, we've got loads and loads and loads of wire. Our next spool of wire is going to be antique bronze coloured copper wire. We've got loads of tools coming up as well, including the gizmo, the wire writing system as well. We've got our final kit, still got loads of bundles, and we're going to be looking at Gemma's challenge, as well. We've got a silver clay workshop with us today, which is incredible. Right, it's like over in C. Look at everyone filing in everyone. Fantastic. Right, I'm going to head over. That's a squeaky chair, by the way. It's not the pregnancy chair. That's all you need to know. How you doing?
Hello. Doesn't she look Parisian chic today?
I was saying more. You were saying I should be on Eurostar. On Eurostar. I said, what about Eurotrash? If you've seen that programme, yeah, exactly.
No.
How are you?
Very well, thank you. How are you?
Really good, thank you. Really, really good. Now, Natalia, is this a silver clay rings course, or is it silver clay?
This is Introduction to Silver Clay Workshop.
Right. Now, I learned something about the silver clay workshop the last time Natalia did it, and I'm just going to find out how far we've got. Have you moved on to the silver clay yet, or are you still working with Play-Doh?
We've moved on. We've done our first pieces.
Ooh! Right. What are you making?
Little charms or earrings, tiny little pendant.
Oh, fantastic! So little pieces to put on charm bracelets, little pieces to adorn necklaces and bracelets with. That's a really nice idea. Gorgeous. What has made you come on the? Sorry, it's just so cumbersome. Hello. What has made you come on the silver clay workshop today?
Well, more about the silver clay.
Fantastic.
Take out the stick.
Yeah, it's a completely different medium, isn't it? It's something which is very, very different when it comes to working with silver clay and metal clay. Have you worked with any kind of clay before?
Just a newbie I am.
A newbie! This is fantastic. We've got people who are completely new to silver clay, which is great. I'm going to stand up here because I'm getting cramp in my quad. There we go. Ooh, feel the cramp. There we go. Now, hello, sir.
Hello.
How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Fantastic. Right. Are you new to silver clay as well?
Yes, I am.
Right. What are you looking to make? What are you looking to get out of the course today?
I want to know the basic techniques on how to work it and how it's different to using ordinary silver.
Mm-hmm. It is a different way of working with clay. And sorry, this gentleman's just said he's interested in finding out how to work with the clay and how it differs to working with other clays. Tony, could you come in here a sec, just so you can kind of go over that a little bit. How is it different to working with, say, polymer clay?
The big difference is that polymer clay, whilst it's still mouldable, you would put it in the oven and bake it. Whereas silver clay dries before you fire it, so you can carve it, you can alter it, you can stick two pieces together. So it really gives you a great advantage over silversmithing as well.
Fantastic. So it is different to working with silver. Brilliant. And is there any particular piece that you're looking forward to making?
Earrings.
Earrings. See, this is a great thing, earrings, especially for people who are maybe allergic to certain metals, base metals. Being able to make pretty much pure silver earrings is such a massive advantage. If you want to come on our silver clay workshops, speak to the call centre and Live Help about it. They do sell out very quickly. You're doing another one tomorrow as well, aren't you?
Silver clay rings tomorrow. Yeah.
Oh my goodness me, so silver clay rings tomorrow as well, so Natalia's going to be with us. Yeah, you might as well just sleep under the desk with Gemma. There we go. Fantastic, thank you so much for joining us today, everyone. And hello over there. I know they didn't want to come on camera, but hello everyone. And I'll come and see you after the show today, is that all right? Come and see what you're working on.
He comes to see the lunch as well.
Yeah, of course, come and see the lunch.
There you go.
Nick a sandwich. It's for the baby. It's not for me. But it's fascinating. Thank you so much, ladies. It's fantastic to learn a little bit from why people come on these courses, what they want to get from the courses. You can be a beginner with wire and have never picked up a piece of wire in your life before. But come on the course, come on our Wire Work for Beginners course and learn something. There is a course here for everyone, absolutely everyone. There were a really fantastic array of accents there as well, wasn't there? That lady had a beautiful Scottish accent, didn't she? Isn't that lovely? I love accents. Fantastic, right, so, are we doing this? Which one? This one? Oh, Cassie, look at this. Cassie's, you know, Cassie puts things on a desk, yeah? Look at where she's put it on the desk in relation to me. I literally, the baby's coming. I tell you what, stretch-a-thon. This is yours, Cassie. You've left all your bits behind. I love her, really. You'll miss me. You'll miss me. Did you actually say that you missed when you were off on your... Well, you weren't on holiday, were you? You were just away for a week, weren't you? You really missed us. See, that's nice. It's nice, isn't it? Do you miss me, Gemma, when you're not here?
No, because I can watch you at home. Can't I take you with me everywhere? Just take my laptop and I've got you on my desk wherever I go.
Do you sleep with a picture of me by your bed?
It's getting to that stage.
A little bit scared. Not at all. And have you I don't know what I was going to ask you then. I'm not even going to bother. I don't know where my mind is at the minute. Right. I've got a spool of wire here. I think we might need to get security in the building to physically restrain Gemma, because Gemma, this is your favourite. This is the 0.6mm gauge antique bronze coloured copper wire. This is your favourite colour of wire, is it not?
It is.
What is it about this wire that you love?
It goes with everything. It gives everything just a little edge to make it classy, and also you can mix it with the other wires to tone them down slightly. So if you don't want something really red, for example, you tone it down with the antique bronze. Or same with all the colours, it works like that. It has that effect on any colour, sort of tones it down, but still gives you the colour that you want.
You really can do. Sorry, Cassie, that was really rude of me. I just pointed at that necklace over there, which is meant to be, Cassie, would you mind getting me that? No, that one there, that one there. Just the one below it, sweetheart. Thanks, lovey. What Gemma was just saying, oh, I'll tell you what.
Try clicking, Carol.
Was it, sorry? Try clicking. Oh, that would be the rudest thing in the world to do. What Gemma was just saying about toning colours down, the antique bronze wire being able to tone really, really bright, vivid colours down. It's exactly what's been done with this necklace here, which Rachel Norris has made. You can see she's used the red, the turquoise, the purple together, which on their own, very, very bright, very, very intense. How does it work? Why does it work? It's because of this, the antique bronze coloured copper wire. And I agree with Gemma when she says that antique bronze wire gives you that bit of class, and it goes with everything. Like smoky quartz goes with every other gemstone, antique bronze coloured copper wire pretty much goes with everything as well. And just have a look at the wire work you can achieve here with the gizmo. We're going to be bringing you the gizmo a bit later on the show today. But just look at this, everything from a beautiful braid to a clasp on a wire work necklace. Isn't that incredible? Look at that. Just beautiful. Oh, I love it. Just gorgeous. Now, there's 100 meters here. 100 meters. Gemma, I know how much you love working with your antique bronze colour copper wire.
Yeah.
How many 100 meter spools do you think you've got through since you first found the 100? Since you first found the antique bronze wire?
I haven't got through a whole spool yet.
Really?
No, because I use them in, you know, because you use your 1 for your frames. I think the only one I've actually got through is the 0.4.
Ah, that's interesting.
Yeah, the 0.6 I've not seen on a 100 meter reel before, but that's really useful because it's chain links, earring findings. So that's a great one to have. It is that kind of gauge, isn't it, where you can start to make your own findings, you can start to work hard on things as well. And I was talking to you the other day about using 0.8mm gauge wire to make your own findings. You said yes, you could do, but it might be a bit thick for the earring wires, whereas this is going to be perfect, isn't it? Yeah, 0.6 I'd say is perfect for that. Definitely.
So if you want to make your own jump rings, if you want to make your own earring findings, if you want to make your own findings, whatever they're going to be, 0.6mm gauge is perfect. It crosses, it kind of bridges the gap between structural wire and fine wire. It is the middle gauge of wire that we can offer you here on Jewellery Maker. Now, 0.6mm gauge antique bronze colour copper wire, the gold plated copper wire and the rose gold coloured copper wire. Those are the biggest selling spools of wire that we have on Jewellery Maker. Today, this is going to go. I've got a lot of you there. It's going low buffalo. We really do mean it with this. Your price today is incredible. Try this out. Here's your deal. It's under £20. Now for me, that is a late show price. For me, that is the kind of price that we would apply to a spool of wire that maybe we've got 20 left of, or maybe 25 left of. This isn't the kind of price point I would attribute with 100 meters of 0.6mm gauge antique bronze colour copper wire that we have almost 100 of. That is not the kind of price I would attribute with this spool of wire at all. If we have maybe 10 or 20 left in stock, maybe under £20. Get it, add it to your order. This is a clearance deal for a non-clearance spool of wire. And Gemma said a couple of seconds ago she can't recall seeing the 0.6mm gauge antique bronze colour copper wire in a 100 metre spool. So, you know, this is something, and Gemma looks for wire, I'm sure, whenever she's watching. You know, that's amazing, isn't it?
It is. Can you write that code down as well, Carol?
Yeah, I'll just add it to the list. Here we go. That is D. Hang on. D. Oh, this pen. I have to carve it into the paper. DGJM33. I'm writing down codes for Gemma today for wire that she wants. We've already got the copper wire that we did earlier on. She wants this one as well, so I've just written down the code for that as well. Tell you what.
Thank you.
I don't know if you're going to get it. There's loads of people on the phones. If you don't get it, Gemma, don't be too upset.
All right. I'll try not to.
Under £20, goodness me. Isn't that great? We do have some more antique bronze wire coming up later on in the show though. So if you do miss out, we do have some more coming up in the show, which is great. So your 0.6mm gauge wire, fantastically versatile, just gorgeous, and a 100 metre spool as well. So that's just an added extra bonus. Well done. Great deal there. Well done. What's coming up now, Lovey? A bundle. Sorry? A bundle? Is this bundle new by any chance? Is it brand new? What do you fancy, guys? Can we sing it today, or we're gonna have the recording? I think we should sing it a cappella. Yeah, give it a bit of a singing. Yeah, okay, we go. Brand new bundle song, everyone. Brand new bundle. It's a brand new bundle. Brand new bundle. It's a brand new bundle. Brand new bundle. It's a brand new bundle. Woo, woo, woo. You were the only one who didn't do that, Gemma.
You know I don't do the singing.
I know. She's too cool for school, isn't she?
Yeah, I'm too cool.
Stop being a referee, Gemma.
I need a whistle.
Top on. With your stripy top on.
Yeah.
That's the same stripy top that John Anderson wears in Gladiator.
Yes.
We were talking about him the other day.
I know.
We were talking about John Anderson. I know, I was spotting. We were talking about John Anderson the other day saying, contender, you will go on my first whistle. Gladiator, you will go on my second whistle. And there's Wolf sitting there, and then there's some, I don't know, some skinny guy from West Bromwich just kind of like there, ready with his hat on, and it was 3, 2, 1. And there we go. And I had somebody ask me yesterday, why did you remember his name was John Anderson? Plain and simple fact, my next door neighbour was a guy called John Anderson. Same name. Different guy, different guy. There we go.
I met Shadow recently.
You met Shadow?
Yeah.
Which one was Shadow?
Really big guy.
Big guy?
Yeah. Massive guy. Huge.
Shadow, I thought Rhino was the big guy.
They were all big guys, weren't they? They were all big guys.
They were big, weren't they? There was one, do you remember the balls that they used to run in? Do you remember that? They used to have to run in them, you know, they put a hamster in a ball and they run. Yeah, do you remember that one? Wolf, he was the one with the hair, wasn't he? Wolf! I used to love it when they brought up the details of the Gladiator and they had to do their thing. Deadly Nightshade was kind of, hey, wasn't she? That was a bit scary. But there we go. Right, we've got a bundle. White quartz. White quartz swirl cut beads. Look at these. You're definitely getting that gorgeous swirl there, aren't you? These are beautiful. White quartz swirl faceted rounds. It's just so lovely. It's such a different way of faceting gemstones, a much smoother, softer way of faceting gemstones. Yeah, you are going to get luster, but it's primarily about giving you that kind of illusion of water and liquid. It's gorgeous, isn't it? Next strand is magnesite. Now, these are magnesite 4mm plain rounds. Really, really lovely colour there. Very, very strong indeed. And they're they're 4mm in size. They're 45 carats in total. You really are getting that kind of sky blue, white cloud quality, that kind of natural quality, which is really, really beautiful and so similar to nature. Then you get apatite, a double strand of apatite. Now this is roughly 80 centimetres of apatite you're going to be getting here, which is incredible. That's close to 1 metre of genuine apatite nuggets here, which is just gorgeous. 180 carats in total. Again, to go with the turquoise coloured copper wire that we bought you a little bit earlier on, fantastic. Because of course these are the kind of colours that people go for in summer, when it's nice and warm and they're looking for those beach pieces of jewellery, to go with the blue coated quartz as well. Oh my word, that's an amazing bundle. Look at that. Oh, that's gorgeous. Proper sea greens and blues in there. Really, really lovely. So if you want to add the quartz to your order, that was yours for $14.95. The wire as well, 100 metres of your turquoise wire. Just ask the call centre. We can add that to your order, no problem at all. Today, this blue sea bundle with those liquidy white quartz faceted rounds. Have a look at your deal. $11.95. Now, what you're getting here in this strand of round quartz, I know I keep on harping on about this strand of white quartz, but it is pretty special. It is a round cut gemstone, yeah, but with those facets of being applied, you don't see that very often on gemstones. You don't see that applied to gemstones very often at all. So you're pretty much looking at a custom cut strand, something which is very, very difficult to achieve. It's not a plain round. It's not even a faceted round. It's a swirl cut round. It's almost a carved round, which in itself is so, so, so special. You're then going to be getting your apatite, you're then going to be getting your magnesite on top of that. So loads and loads of colour, gorgeous nuggets, and the equivalent actually of 4 strands of gemstones here, all for under £12. Where else would ever be silly enough to give you a deal that low? It's incredible, isn't it? $11.95. Amazing, 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 amazing. Gorgeous quality there. And I think with the blue coated quartz, just stunning. Gorgeous, well done. Really, really pretty. Now, we are moving on now to our final kit. Now, we have left this kit to last for a very good reason. It's my favourite. Not only is this my favourite kit, I think Gemma must have been, you've clearly been inspired by this last kit.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. It's an inspiring colour. Purple is supposed to be an inspiring.
Really?
Yeah, for inspiration. So if you're stuck, surround yourself with purple. Apparently. Obviously
That's really interesting. I had no idea.
Yeah.
I knew that purple's a universal colour in the fact there's a shade of purple which will suit everyone.
Yeah.
Whether it's lavenders, whether it's that kind of beautiful blackberry colour, there is a shade of purple which will suit absolutely everyone. I didn't know it was an inspiring colour there. That's really interesting.
Apparently so.
It makes sense though, doesn't it? When we look at reports, because we can look at reports, you know, what our biggest sellers are, what's our biggest selling gemstone, what's our biggest selling spool of wire. A few years ago, the Genuine Gemstone Company, we ran a report to see what people purchase as their first time gemstone from the Genuine Gemstone Company. What gemstone was bought more than any other gemstone by people as part of their first order, and that gemstone was amethyst. And it was amethyst, I think, for a certain reason. There were certain gemstones which are household names. Diamonds, rubies, sapphires, emeralds, amethyst, garnet. Why amethyst above those other gemstones? Why is amethyst more popular to add to your first order than, say, a diamond? Well, diamonds, rubies, emeralds, sapphires can be reasonably expensive gemstones. They can be reasonably high-end gemstones, and you know, rightly so, they're very, very rare indeed. So then you've got gemstones like garnet and amethyst. There is a shade of purple which will suit everyone. So amethyst is kind of the natural choice, really, isn't it? Not only that, people have heard of amethyst. It's a household name. People grow up with this gemstone. I'm sure one of your relatives has worn amethyst or has got amethyst, or I'm sure you've got pieces of amethyst jewellery. Even if you're not a massive gemstone fan, this incredible colour, this incredible quality is something which just... it just transcends the ages. Now, this kit is incredible. The jewellery that Gemma has made here, you are going to want to look at this jewellery for an hour. You really, really will. And I'd urge you to go to our Facebook page after the show today to have a really good look at all the pieces that Gemma's made from this kit, because it is superb what she's made here. It's incredible. Let me show you what's in this kit. I love it. I absolutely love this kit. I loved it even before I saw the jewellery Gemma had made with it. Once I saw the jewellery, I was, oh my goodness me, seventh heaven. Right, here we go. White agate plain rounds. Pure white agate, 6mm plain rounds. Fantastic gemstone. You can put it with any colour, any quality. It's going to work beautifully, guaranteed. 85 carats in total. Brilliant. Next strand. You're going to love this. This is a strand of 14mm. No, these aren't 14. They're much bigger than that. Has anyone got a ruler? It says they're 14mm. These look like 16mm to me. My word. This is purple. This is, hang on, let's just measure these. These are, oh, they are 14. They're enormous. So I'm just measuring it here with the gauge from the large toolkit. They're enormous. Wow. Okay, 14mm faceted rounds of purple and white agate. Look at this. It looks like a snow-topped mountain to me. It's just beautiful. You know when you see mountain ranges which have got snow on the top of them, and the mountains look so grey and beautiful, they almost look blue or purple. Oh, it's just incredible. They're beautiful, beautiful gemstones here. Everything from your blackcurrant colours to your pinks to your lilacs to your browns. It's almost like a strand of sage amethyst. If this was sage amethyst, goodness me, we would never be able to take this down to the price we're actually going to take it down to today. Beautiful strand there. Next strand. Of course, this has got amethyst in this kit. This is shiny, glossy, gems of distinction amethyst. Look at those tones. Look, can you see that decadence? known as, well, actually it was a gemstone which was worn originally by bishops and members of the clergy. It's a very, very regal, royal, genuine gemstone. Worn by members of aristocracy and members of royalty and by the clergymen. It's got a seriously rich, opulent quality about it, doesn't it? It's just gorgeous. You really couldn't mistake this for anything else, could you? You really couldn't. This is genuine amethyst. This is the amethyst which people are familiar with. And then I've got another strand. Now, what's it going to be? Is it going to be little 2 mil rounds of amethyst? Maybe it's going to be gorgeous clear quartz faceted rondelles. That would be really nice in this, wouldn't it? Maybe it's going to be smoky quartz. That would go beautifully with it. Or rose quartz, maybe. No. We have really gone to town on this. Look at this. Fluorite stars. Oh my word. This is incredible. This is where I'm thinking and I'm assuming, and I should never assume anything really, but this is where I'm assuming Gemma has got the inspiration for this, for her jewellery for this kit from. This strand of fluorite hearts. It is incredible, and there's a real through theme in the jewellery that Gemma has made from this kit, and it is all about stars. It's gorgeous. Look at how beautifully all these strands were. Who put this kit together? It's an amazing kit. Linda, fantastic. Linda, we love you. So you've got 4 strands of gemstones here. How about we offer you a threading pack? Here it is, monofilament beading thread elastic. How about we then offer you some wire. 10 meters of 0.6 millimeter gauge purple coloured copper wire. Oh yeah, brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Then findings. Now, details on the screen. This is 100 findings, 100 rose gold plated copper findings. You're actually going to be getting 98 brand new rose gold plated copper findings. So these are the findings you're going to be getting. I know it says 100 there, you're actually going to be getting 98. And these are the brand new findings. That includes a metre of chain. That counts as 1 finding. You're then going to be getting your toggle clasp, eye pins, head pins, bolt ring clasps, jump rings, ribbon endings on there as well. Now, using rose gold plated copper findings with these incredible gemstones is just lovely. It's such a lovely, lovely addition. Price-wise, okay. This has got the new findings in. There's 4 strands. They're all massive. They're all beautiful. There's gems of distinction amethyst in here. You're getting 10 meters of wire. This has got to be nudging £36 for me. It's got to be. It's got to be nudging £36 for me. It's got to be. You imagine what each strand of these, sorry, what each strand in here would be. You've got these massive 14mm purple and white agates. That's got to be a $12.95 strand. That's got, well, definitely over a 10. That's got to be a $12.95 strand. The amethyst, definitely. That is maybe just shy of £20, but you know, you're getting premium amethyst there. Next strand, the fluorite. Well, again, that's got to be 10 to £12. It's got to be. And the agate maybe under, maybe, oh, I don't know, £7 or £8 maybe? You've then got your wire and your threading pack and your findings. Today, this kit isn't $36.95, $34.95, or even $32.95. Today, and I don't know how we've done this, this is your price for this kit. $29.95. Not only are you getting what I believe to be some of the most beautiful genuine gemstones in this kit, you're getting it at the most ridiculous price. And the great thing about this kit, it will suit everyone. There is a colour in here which will suit everyone, absolutely everyone. Now, Gemma, this is my favourite kit today. I love it.
Yes, it's lovely, isn't it? It is gorgeous, and that amethyst, that colour is amazing, isn't it?
Were you inspired by the stars, the fluorite stars in this kit?
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely. And I like to mimic the shapes that are in the gemstones anyway, so it definitely inspired some of the designs there.
I can't believe, well, I can believe your jewellery is always very, very different, but just, it all looks, it's just incredible. Every piece is a statement piece for me.
Yeah, it's a beautiful kit. I mean, you can't go wrong with gemstones like that, so. You know, it just.
Look at this necklace that Gemma's made here. Now you've used the organza gift bag for this, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, so it's just cutting using your threading pack.
Yeah.
Perfect 3 staggered sizes of circles. You've got the beading thread, elastic and monofilament.
Perfect.
So you cut from the organza bag. And then I've used the Versatip hot knife around the edge.
Perfect, okay.
To cut out the circles. Or you can use the thread zapper as well if you want.
Yeah, fantastic.
To seal the edges.
The bracelet down here, where you've it's a basic 3-strand weave, but it looks. There's something about this blue, this purple and white agate. They look like planets to me. They're gorgeous, aren't they?
Yeah, they work so nicely in a weave like that because the size of them, it really sort of separates the strands out and gives you a really textured look.
Doesn't it just?
Works well with on a 3-strand weave, I think.
They look like planets orbiting each other. They're wonderful. With a little star being used as the extender. On the back there is a little charm. Look at that, isn't that gorgeous? Lovely little addition. Then you've used the wire with the agate and the amethyst. This is a lovely pair of earrings, isn't it?
Yeah, just the simple cage, twist, spiral cage.
I love it. With the rose gold plated findings, it just looks wonderful as well. Now you've used a green fluorite here with the wire. That's a lovely ring. It's 0.6mm gauge wire you get in the kit, isn't it?
It is. And I would recommend probably going for a 0.8 actually for the ring, or doing a few more wraps around. But just to show you can do it. For yourself, I wouldn't necessarily sell it on like that, but I've made one like that for myself.
Yeah, fantastic. Well, we've got so much wire on the show today. You know, there's plenty of opportunity to get 0.8mm gauge wire. Look at this beautiful bracelet. I love it. This really brings the findings out of their shell. I love these rondelles that you get in these new findings packs. They're lovely, aren't they?
I don't know. I love all the new findings, but the rondelles are just something about them. They're so heavy, and they just look. They make things look expensive.
They really do. That finding on the back there, that has just added. I mean, that's just double the price of that bracelet for me.
I think it has. I think it does do that.
Incredible. We'll come on to this necklace in just a couple of seconds, but look at these beautiful chain earrings. Sheila had a lovely pair of long chain earrings yesterday on the show with citrine on, and I think these work equally as well, if not even better, because of the rose gold plated chain. I've really just having this quality of finding works so beautifully with these gemstones. Lovely.
I love the yellow fluorite.
Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? It's such a gorgeous kind of custody yellow that you get. And then you've started to make stars out of the wire. That is a lovely addition. Isn't that gorgeous? Have you made those using your round nose pliers?
No, flat nose pliers. You just make 5 points, zigzags, and then you join them together and manipulate into a star.
Oh, it's a star. Yeah, then it's a star.
It is really simple.
How lovely. Fantastic. And then this incredible necklace here. This is like a shooting star. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? And the great thing about this, you've only used 4 gemstones in this necklace.
Yeah, that's it.
Isn't that beautiful? That would work really well as a hair grip or hair slide, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that one didn't know what it was going to be until the end. It was one of those doodles.
It's gorgeous. This is the necklace, though, that we're going to see a technique on. It was very, very difficult to actually choose the piece of jewellery that we were going to see the technique on with this kit, because I love every piece so much. We all do. But I'm fascinated by this. Talk to us a little bit about this piece, Gemma.
I love bib necklaces, so I always try and find a way of making one in the kit. And I also love the fabrics, and because it's the purples, I thought, right, I can try and use the organza bag. So
How have you done that?
So I did. I've used, actually at home, I've been looking now, I actually used a larger template to cut around. I must have used a sort of, I think I may have used an ice cream sundae bowl actually as a template, but here I've just used, for the demo, I've just used our beading thread spool. And I've just cut it out into a circle, and then you fold it in half, and fold it in half again. So now you've got this sort of triangular shape.
Nice, yeah.
And then I've fold it in half again, but this time I fold the edge into the centre and the other edge into the centre. Okay, so you haven't got a join on the outside.
Okay.
Right. So you hold that all together.
And why have you done that? Rather than fold it in half again?
Just so that I didn't have an edge. You know, I didn't have...
yes, so you didn't have 2 ends meeting on one of the edges.
Yeah, that's right. So I wanted the join to be at the back. And then what I've done is, at home I've used my Versatip, the little heated blade on the end of your first tip just to seal the edges. You can do it in more dangerous ways if you want, you know, but I wouldn't recommend.
Oh yeah, you can do it with a lighter, yeah.
You can.
Yeah, okay.
You know, I wouldn't tell you to do it just in case you burn yourself. So you can do that, and I've sealed it across the edge. So that's it there.
Right.
I've prepared earlier. No, I won't do that one because I have to show you how to put the ribbon end on. I've gone a step ahead of myself.
That's all right, Gemma. You're allowed one more mistake and then the trapdoor will open.
So let's pretend I've burnt the end. And what I'm going to do to keep that end in place is take the ribbon cord endings that you now get in the findings pack, which are fantastic, and the tip of the cone then that you've created.
Yeah.
Just pop it inside in the cord end.
In the jewels.
That's it. Close one side over, grip it nice and tightly, and then pull the other side over and pinch it. Okay, so now you've got your
lovely
little triangular shape, which was formed sort of the taper for the rest of your bib. So what I've prepared earlier, this one.
Okie dokie.
And you'll need your bead reamer, or again, if you're at home, use your Versa tip or your thread zapper, just to pierce little holes.
Ah, okay.
So I think I've got five
One,
hanging
two,
off
three, 4, 5. Yes.
Yeah, so sort of space them out. You just literally make a hole through the organza. It would do it really easily.
Oh yeah, it does, doesn't it?
So with your ream is fine if you don't have any heat tools. And then I threaded my jump ring just through to take through the hole that you've made. If you do it with a heat gun, the hole stays visible for you. With the heat tool, the hole stays visible so you can see where you're going.
Well, because it will effectively seal it, won't it?
That's right.
Yeah.
And you can see when you seal it, it makes the edges slightly darker. So okay, so that's adding in the jump rings. And then of course you just thread your strands onto the jump rings, so you fix them as you would any other necklace. But in between the jump rings, I wanted something else decorative, so I took the crimp covers.
Yeah.
You know, they're like a little Pac-Man. So instead of popping a crimp through it, I put the edge of my organza sort of triangle.
Okay, yeah.
Put them onto the edge of the organza, like so, in between the jump rings, and squeeze them as if you're closing it, and it just added a little embellishment on the edge as well.
That's gorgeous.
And that's how I created those.
Doesn't that look fantastic? It's just a different way of using the materials that we give you in the kits, using the organza bags. And I love the way that you've used, especially on this piece here, where you've drawn around the three different spools that you get in the kit. It's using what you've got. It's just inspirational jewellery, Gemma. It's really awesome. I just love it. And the colours work so beautifully together. The findings work really well. And of course, it just happens that the organza bag is purple as well, and it works so beautifully with the kit as well.
It was a dream to work with. It really was. It was lovely.
Wow. And every single piece of jewellery, I think, is a standalone statement piece. It's just lovely. I know you're definitely going to want to see close-up images of all of these pieces which Gemma has made, so don't worry. Photos of all of these pieces of jewellery will be on our Facebook page after the show today. What do you think of this amethyst with this kit?
Yeah, definitely.
This is a perfect gemstone to go with this gorgeous kit. The kit's $29.95. This amethyst is going to be coming up within the last hour of the show, and it's got a really fantastic secret which I'll tell you about when we do come to play it. What are we doing now, lovely? Oh, are we? Oh, the tiger's eye. We're doing the tiger's eye now, Gemma, which I think would go really well with this kit as well.
It would. Definitely tiger's eye in purple, yeah. Yeah, anything purple.
Isn't he gorgeous? Definitely my favourite kit today. Did you have many gemstones left over?
Yeah, I've got a little bag of them somewhere. Yeah.
Look at that.
So.
Oh wow, you have got some of the gems left over. You've got one of the stars, a couple of the amethysts, 5 of the agates as well. Look at that, all that left over.
And there's wire as well, yeah. Lots of wire.
And there's enough for a bracelet there, definitely.
You could even do
wire as well.
Another one of that necklace on the end in that style if you
wanted. You could do another starburst necklace, yeah.
Yeah.
Gorgeous. Thank you so much for that, Gemma. That's gorgeous.
You're welcome.
Right, okay. Brand new strand of gemstones here. Right. It's lovely, isn't it? Don't you love strands like this? Looks so different, doesn't it? So different. Each one of these tiger's eyes isn't a triangle. It's not a drop. It's got 5 sides, but it's not a hexagon. It's like an angled diamond-shaped drop. It's the most incredible strand of gemstones. What shape would you describe this as, Gemma? Because I don't know. Is it a drop? Is it a triangle? Or what is it for you?
I thought it looked like a pointed coffin.
A pointed coffin? Do you know what, Gemma? A touch of the macabre. It's nice, isn't it? And there I was thinking, oh, these would make lovely petals on flowers.
Oh, it
because
would.
they're top drilled.
It would. But you could have a really gothic design. I think it would work. Because
it would be
it's
awesome.
got that shape, yeah.
I trust you to think of that.
Sorry.
That's all right, love. Don't worry about it. Just take her mic out. Take her mic out. Cancel her next show. Cancel her next show. With the antique bronze coloured copper wire that we've already bought you today, just perfect. With the gold-plated copper wire we've already bought you today, perfect. With the turquoise coloured copper wire, perfect. Do you know what? With every single spool of wire we have brought you today, perfect. With every other gemstone that we bought you today, whether it's the blue quartz, whether it's the agate and quartz, it's going to go beautifully. Why? Because you're working with a gemstone which has got caramel colours and browns in it. Let's look at the gemstone quality itself. Okay, well, this is tiger's eye, so expect to get incredible chatoyancy. That is a wonderful, wonderful optical property which is typical of tiger's eye, and it's when light enters this gemstone, reflects off the inner silks inside the gemstone, and it gives you a beautiful sense of almost highly polished wood. It just looks gorgeous. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Can you see that? Just there. That one there, for instance. I mean, they're all going to give you chatoyancy, but just that one at this particular angle is giving you more than the others. Isn't that gorgeous? Every single one of these gemstones has got chatoyancy. Whether it's making a really gorgeous gothic piece of jewellery, whether it's making beautiful flowers and using them as petals on flowers, whether it's going to be for that tribal design, because have a look at this around your neckline. Really love that. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh yeah, I really like that. With little gold spacer beads, maybe with some rose gold wire mesh beads, maybe with the little roses that Gemma showed us earlier on, made out of ribbon. That'd be gorgeous. That's a lovely drop, isn't it? It's not as big as some of the marquee-shaped gemstones that we bought you in the past, but certainly not as small and petite as some of the little drops that we bought you. So you've got a lovely, lovely size and shape here. Now, it is brand new today. There's 145 carats in total here. This is different to any other strand of tiger's eye I think I've ever bought you on the show before. It's a very unusual size. It's a really unusual size. This has got to be a strand of gemstones, which is going to be, oh, I don't know, $15.95, $16.95 maybe? Maybe $14.95? No way near. In fact, today, this brand new strand of tiger's eye with all this gorgeous chatoyancy, all this wonderful natural chatoyancy, and not all tiger's eye has this quality. Only top quality tiger's eye is going to give you this amount of chatoyancy. Today, this is your price for this incredible strand. $7.95. I know. Honestly, when I saw this strand this morning, I had a price in my head, and it was nowhere near $7.95. I looked at it and I thought, you know what, that is a really unusual size and shape. When you get gemstones which have an unusual size and unusual shape, they take longer to facet, they take longer to be able to bring to you. So surely to goodness, it's got to be a strand which is at least £15. Ollie's saying if he was going to be making earrings, this is going to be the strand that he would use, because you've got a strand of gemstones which is so unusual. The colours, the qualities, the size, the shape is so unusual that I think anybody who would sell a pair of earrings featuring just a couple of these gemstones and sell them for under a tenner, I think you'd be underselling the gemstone. I honestly think that, you know, making a pair of earrings out of these, that for me would be a £10 pair of earrings. Easy, easy, easy peasy. What would you use gemstones of this kind of size and shape for, Gemma? Would you go down the kind of earring route, or would it be bracelets, or?
Yeah, they'd look lovely on our chandelier earrings, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
And the chandelier findings. Nice,
Wouldn't
yeah,
it
nice
just?
on sort of a multi-drop on a chain or something.
And do you know what, you were talking about Gothic jewellery a couple of seconds ago, using using these gems. Wouldn't it be great to see maybe a really gorgeous kind of pointy, spiky bracelet made out of these as well?
Yeah, that would be nice. That would be a nice idea. Definitely. You could use that same technique we used earlier. Just sort of angle the gemstone slightly differently. It might work
with
like
the
that.
when you made those spiraled head pins.
Yeah, with the crackle quartz.
Yeah.
That'd be
That is
quite
a nice
nice.
idea, isn't it? Sorry, Ollie, what was your idea then? You could fit them together like an octagon or a star. Yeah, I mean, these would interlink beautifully. These gemstones will interlock so well. Just get creative with a strand like this. It's so unusual. It's so different, isn't it? It's really, really outstanding. And for gemstones which are 13 by 10 millimeters in diameter, which are fairly long and thin if you think about it, this amount of chatoyancy that you're getting here is a real treat, isn't it? You wouldn't normally expect to get this much chatoyancy out of gemstones which are so long and thin, but there's bucket loads of it. Look at that. That, for me, that could be a wire wrap pendant. A ring. Oh, they make a nice ring. I don't know how you do it, but if you set them...
Ollie's idea with
them like that.
Ollie's idea with them tessellated together to make a hexagon on a ring would look really good.
Yeah,
That would
wouldn't
look
it?
really nice, yeah.
Ooh, wow, there's loads of ideas flying about in the studio today. That's great, isn't it? Oh, I love it. Fantastic. Load you on the phone line to this one. Well done. Now, do you know what? I can't wait to see this strand feature in our Wall of Fame entries over the next few weeks. It's going to look amazing. But speaking of that, let's go and see some of your designs on today's Wall of Fame. Hello, number 352 here. Gorgeous wire and gemstone necklace. Is that lovely?
That is lovely.
This has been made by Karen in Carrickfergus in Northern Ireland. She says, hi JM, been busy getting ready for a craft fair, but thought I would send in this as I need to win and buy more beautiful gems. I know the feeling, Karen. This necklace is made with blue chalcedony, hematite and white quartz, all from Jewellery Maker, of course. Love the blue chalcedony as it really pops in the necklace. Fingers crossed for a win this week. Do you know what, Karen? And Ollie's just said this in my ear, and I totally agree. We've got a collection called Toukalon on our sister channels, and it looks exactly like a Toukalon necklace. Loads and loads of silver gram weight, big chunky gemstones. That's a lovely piece, isn't it?
It's lovely.
Yeah.
There's a herringbone on some of those as well.
Yeah, there are.
Very
yeah.
nice.
That's gorgeous. Thank you very much for that. Beautiful.
I've got number 355 and it's from Diane in Bristol, or Die Price in Bristol. She says, hi JM, here's my entry for this week's Wall of Fame. I've had these crackle quartz drops a while now and have now made up a selection to sell at a craft fair this weekend using JM wire, of course. I think they're really summery and pretty. They were such good value. One strand making at least 10 necklaces. Wow. Loving the show as always, from Di. That's exactly the sort of thing that sells really well at craft fairs.
And using that strand of tiger's eye to make pendants like that, or just pairs of earrings, just loads and loads and loads of them. They are the kind of things that sell, aren't they?
They are, yeah. Yeah, definitely. It's exactly the right thing.
Yeah.
Just a simple drop. It's easy to make, quick.
And it doesn't necessarily need to be a big gemstone like the one here. It can be something really small as well. If you put a bit of wire with it, it doesn't need to be that big. Just a beautiful gemstone will always sell at a craft fair. That's gorgeous. Number 354 here, lovely abalone, a gorgeous use of ribbon as well. Sent it by Sharon Newman, who says, hi all, this is my first my first entry to the Wall of Fame. I haven't been making jewellery very long, but thanks to all of you, I'm thoroughly enjoying it. Keep up the great shows and all the inspiration. Sharon Newman. Sharon, that is gorgeous. And do you know what? You've hardly made any pieces of jewellery before. You should be really proud of that. That's gorgeous. It's a beautiful multimedia piece, isn't it?
It is lovely.
That's gorgeous. Thank you, Sharon. Lovely.
I've got number 356 and it's from Marilyn Taylor in Littlehampton. She says, here's my Wall of Fame entry for this week. Rainbow, obsidian, ovals and hearts and clear quartz coins, all from JM. Absolutely amazing in the sunlight with the colours in the obsidian and the sparkle from the quartz. Just gorgeous gems. Thank you, JM, from Marilyn. That's lovely. You've done them justice, Marilyn.
Yeah, you really have.
Really.
Lovely monochrome look there, really stunning. And number 354, another monochrome look here, in a beautiful tiara by Brenda Strong, who says, my first attempt at a tiara made from hematite and crackled quartz. Wow. First attempt, that's amazing. Great tips from the DVD. Enjoy the show and the wonderful presenters and designers, but will have to stop buying now until I can bear to part with some of my creations. And that's Brenda. Yeah, that's quite often the way, isn't it? You make those pieces and then you can't bear to sell them, you can't bear to give them away because you just want to keep them because they mean so much to you. But Brenda, that is gorgeous. That's something, and if you do go to sell it, it definitely will. That's amazing. Well done. You're number 354. Coming up after the break, we've got a gorgeous strand of coated tiger's eye. This is one of the most amazing strands of tiger's eye I think I've ever seen in my entire life. It's coming up in just a couple of seconds. Do not go anywhere.
Join Jewellery Maker and specialist guest designer Debbie Bulford for a fun and relaxing day discovering the addictive appeal of chainmail. This workshop is ideal for beginners and will introduce the fundamentals of this art form. You will be guided through a range of beginners' weaves and learn how to create your own Byzantine bracelet and earring set. The full course includes a pack of 200 jump rings, a toggle clasp, a pair of shepherd hook earrings, the chainmail tutorial DVD, use of all relevant tools, a buffet-style lunch and refreshments, a tour of the studio and a chance to meet the presenters, and take a visit to our gem museum. All this for just $74.95. For more information, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Jewellery Maker, bringing out the designer in you.
Our commitment here at Jewellery Maker is to provide you with genuine gemstones. Many places might not be able to do that, but we want to guarantee it. So how do we do it? We go to the laboratories and we get tests. We have our own in-house gemologists that can guarantee that when we say genuine gemstones, that's exactly what you're getting.
If you have a question or query for Jewellery Maker, then you can contact our call centre on 0800 644 655 and press option 2. Or alternatively, you can email help@jewellerymaker.com. We all know you need the right tools for the job, so here at Jewellery Maker we have designed a kit to make sure you have all the essentials to join in with the fun. With round nose, flat nose and wire cutter pliers, as well as a reamer, tweezers and a bead scoop, you've got everything you need in one place for just $9.95. We provide the tools, you provide the skills.
Oh, it's finally here. It is finally here. Look at that. Superb. That would be if this gemstone strand was in a magazine, what would be the title of the article about this gemstone? What would it be? Exotic goddess. What do you reckon? What do you reckon, Ollie? What do you think, Gemma? How would you describe this strand?
A bronzed kiss.
Ooh. Ooh, everyone in the gallery just went, ooh. I think that's, she's top trump. That is amazing. Bronzed kiss. It's one of those gemstones I just want to hold. I want to touch it. It's amazing. Laura, how would you describe this strand? It's got a beat bronzed kiss. That's going to be tricky, isn't it? Something vintagey, yeah. Antique ambers. Yeah, nice. Still like bronze kiss. Golden, oh wow, it's just beautiful. What is so wonderful about this for me is that we've got such a stunning quality of tiger's eye in this strand of faceted drops already. And then we've coated it with this antique gold style coating. But you still get to see the chatoyancy through the gemstone coating. You still get to see that quality. Can you see that chatoyancy? It's amazing. That is out of this world, isn't it? The stripes, the bands, the beauty you are getting here. It's almost like when you see that Venetian mirrored furniture, which has got that antiqued quality to it. You see Venetian mirror. Well, no, Venetian mirrors. There you are, Venetian mirrors. And you see Venetian mirrored furniture as well. See their little jewellery boxes and little coffee tables as well. I mean, it's extremely expensive furniture, but my goodness me, it's stunning. I love it. I just love this strand. Let's have a look at let's have a look at the centre one. You can see that coating. You can see that faceting. But oh my goodness me, you can still see that chatoyancy, can't you? I just love it. It's so different. And do you know what's so lovely about this is that you could have had half the coating on this and it would look beautiful. You could maybe have had a quarter of the amount of coating and it would still look beautiful. With this amount of coating though, which it's literally smothering the gemstone in this beautiful bronzed antique quality, it looks incredible, but my goodness me, you can still see the quality of the gemstone coming through. Look at that, you can really see that chatoyancy coming through here. Oh, I love it. It's just incredible. Now, Laura, I know Laura makes a lot of tiaras, fascinators, hats, you know, really, really beautiful pieces to wear to weddings, to wear to race days, to wear to really incredible events. How would you use this strand, Laura? For an autumn bride? Oh, that's beautiful, with bronze and antique bronze and gold wire for a tiara. That's lovely. What about a 1920s style bridal headdress, and you've got maybe one of these in the centre of your forehead, or you know how those headdresses follow the parting of your hair down the centre, and having a selection of Gemma, how would you use this strand?
Oh, I think I'd just have to look at it for a long time first, but I can just imagine that just like that on the neckline. It'd be such an expensive looking piece, wouldn't it? Just gorgeous. Maybe some pearls, some champagne pearls with it.
It's just, yeah. It's something very, very 1920s about it, isn't there?
Yeah, definitely. I think you can definitely be inspired by that era with those.
But this just on it, can I pop this onto my neckline, please? It is for your benefit, but if I'm being honest, it's so I can imagine that this is my necklace. Sorry. Oh my word, look at that.
It's golder than gold, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's really, really stunning.
Every single angle you get to see different qualities, different colours, different shades, different precious metal tones. And I'm just kind of turning and just, oh, look at that. Imagine just one of those in a pendant. One of those in a pendant. You don't necessarily need to use all of these together if you don't want to. Just one of them is ample. Or just 3 of them. 1 in a necklace, 2 in a pair of, and 2 in a pair of earrings. If you had just 2 of these gemstones in a pair of earrings, I know they're different sizes, but you'll have a similar size on the other side. If you had 2 of these gemstones in a pair of earrings, antique bronze findings, what kind of price would these earrings, what kind of price would you sell those earrings for? Goodness me. It would have to be minimum £15 for me. Minimum. And wouldn't it be lovely getting some of your antique bronze wire and having a gorgeous teardrop shape, forming it around that drop? Oh my goodness me. I think, yeah, do you know what? Ollie's just made a really good point. I think if you charge less than £15, don't you think people would be a bit suspicious that they weren't getting genuine gemstones? It is a genuine gemstone. It's been coated, but it's a genuine gemstone. That for me. £15 pair of earrings. Well, do you know what? The whole strand is going to be yours today. And we're going under £15. That is our treat to you. That's our treat to you. Looking at this strand, and I really hate this about myself, but I do have my business head on at the minute, and I don't want my business head on at the minute. I just want to have my I love this incredible gemstone strand head on, but I do have my business head on. I reckon I could quadruple, maybe even more. I don't even know, times by 10 maybe, the money that this strand is. I reckon I could make that money back tenfold out of this strand. Honestly, I really, really think that I could. And I think you can as well. How many are you getting on a strand? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 21. There's about 21 on this strand. Gemma, I don't think that's beyond the realms of fantasy. I reckon you could make your money back maybe tenfold on this strand. You really could, couldn't you?
I think quite easily you could do that. The larger ones in the centre, you think you've got a necklace and earrings set, bit of chain, very simple drop. Necklace and earrings set, £30. So that's 3 gemstones.
Amazing, yeah.
That's a very good price, isn't it? £30 per set.
£30 for a large pendant and a pair of earrings in this kind of gemstone with this kind of coating, because it's going to go with so much. It's going to go with that jeans and vest top. It's going to go with that little black dress. It's going to go with your wedding dress. It's going to go with anything. And £30 for a staple set of jewellery, for a pendant and earring set that you are going to get wear out of. I don't mind spending money as long as I know I'm going to get wear out of it. I don't mind spending a little bit more money, but £30 for a pendant and earring set with quality gemstones like this, I think, honestly, I think if you just made pendant and earring sets out of this, you'd make your money back in just a couple of pieces of jewellery. That is awesome. I love that. I want that. And of course, what's it going to go with? It's going to go with this, the beautiful strand of tiger's eye we bought you just a few seconds ago. Amazing. Look at that. That is one of the most beautiful colour combinations I think I've ever seen. It's just, it works. Gold, bronzed, antiqued quality with caramels and beautiful chocolate colours. These tiger's eye drops, the details for this strand of beautiful drops are at the bottom of the screen. They were $7.95, which I think is just criminal. But anyway, $7.95 for that gorgeous strand. $14.95 for this. And oh my goodness me, the phone lines have gone bananas for that. That is amazing. Now, from one amazing strand of gemstones to another. I said this gemstone's got a secret, didn't I? It's got a secret. This is amethyst. And Laura and I were looking at our brand new strands today, and we were so excited about bringing you every single strand that we have in today's show, which is great. And Laura said, what strand do you want to leave until the midday hour? What strand do you want to do last? And I said, do you know what? I'm a huge fan of that amethyst. Let's do that. Let's do that in the midday hour. Let's do that. I knew nothing about the location of this amethyst. I knew nothing about the carat weight of this amethyst. I just thought, you know what, that's a really, really beautiful strand. That is the kind of colour amethyst which everybody can identify as being amethyst. And it's proven. People love, people enjoy, people are attracted to what they know. Sure, everyone wants to try something different, but maybe when you know the channel a little bit better, you'll start trying something different, like that gorgeous coated tiger's eye. Honestly, I think you know, give everything a go here on Jewellery Maker. But if you're watching Jewellery Maker for the first time today, you might be looking at this strand and thinking, I know what that is. I feel confident in that gem. I can identify that as a great strand of amethyst. I know, yeah, I've never heard of tiger's eye, never heard of agate before, but I can identify that as a strand of amethyst. I'm confident with that. Yeah, I'm going to get that. Right, that is why we've left it till this midday hour. I had no idea just what a journey this strand would come on in 3.5 hours. Laura and I looked at the details of this gemstone strand. We wanted to see how low we could take it, as we do with all of our kits, bundles, strands, and we said, right, what is the lowest price we can do in it? We decided on a price. And I said, hang on a minute, just look at where this is from, because I wanted to know the origin of it. For me, I thought it's African amethyst. It looks great. It's highly unlikely that it's going to be Coloma Mine natural amethyst, just purely because if it was Coloma Mine natural amethyst, there's no way we'd be able to do it at the price we're going to do it at today. And we scrolled down to the bottom of the screen, and the first thing that surprised me was that I saw this amethyst was from Brazil. I would never have attributed this strength of colour, this vivid quality of amethyst, with Brazilian amethyst. Never, not in 100 years. Brazilian amethyst tends to be a lot lighter. It tends to be more of a lavender colour, more of a pinky colour. It just tends to be a much lighter variety of amethyst. Occasionally Uruguayan amethyst can be very, very dark, but generally speaking, Brazilian amethyst is much lighter. But then we scrolled down a bit further, and we saw that this gemstone strand had been labelled not enhanced. And I said to Laura, well, there's obviously been a mistake on this, because that is enhanced amethyst. That is amethyst which has been heated. It's got to be. I wouldn't even like to hazard a guess at the percentage of amethyst which is heat treated, but it's going to be in the 90% somewhere. Very few amethyst strands that I've ever seen have ever been natural. In fact, the only natural amethyst I can think of is Coloma Mine amethyst from Zambia, and it is some of the world's most prized and high-end amethyst. So seeing that it's from Brazil shocked me first of all, then seeing that it was not enhanced, I thought, well, there's been a mistake that's been made. So when Hannah Oxbury came in, Hannah Oxbury's one of our buyers, one of our managers on Jewellery Maker, we all sat round and we looked at this strand, and I said to Hannah, this has been heat treated. She goes, yeah, well, it must have been. I mean, it's too good to be true almost. It looks so strong in colour. It's got to have been treated. So she said, you know what, I'm going to double check. So she phoned Prakash, who is the head of our Jewellery Maker team out in Jaipur. She phoned Prakash and she said, Prakash, can you double check this amethyst, its location, the treatment that it's had? He emailed her a copy of the certificate from the laboratory where this gemstone was tested. And it's come back as Brazilian amethyst, which is 100% natural. I have never in my life seen amethyst from Brazil which has this colour. Not to mention which, the fact that this is natural. This has not been heat treated. This is natural amethyst. I almost fell off my chair when Laura told me that over my earpiece about an hour ago. I could not believe it. I honestly, this is incredible. Today, this is one of the first times in my presenting career, and I must have auctioned thousands of pieces of amethyst before. This is the first time that I can honestly say, hand on heart, this is natural Brazilian amethyst. Today, this is your price. You're not going to be able to believe this. It's amazing. It's £11.95p. In my opinion, this should be about 3 times the price. It's incredible. £11.95p. This amethyst looks, it looks so good that you would just naturally assume, oh yeah, it's heat treated. It's not. It's not. And do you know what? In one of these gemstones, just this central one on its own, it is bigger than the other ones. In this central gemstone on its own, that single pendant, and you can put a label on this which says natural, unenhanced amethyst in a wire wrap pendant, and I'd sell that for £15. I think that's amazing. Isn't that incredible? From the Minas Gerais region of Brazil, you are getting natural unenhanced amethyst. That is something which I don't think I've ever been able to say before on Jewellery Maker. That is incredible. Gemma, what do you think? What do you think about this incredible strand? It's beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah, well, we all couldn't believe the colour, could we? Any of us this morning?
Yeah,
just gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. I love the graduated strands as well because they offer so many design opportunities. You know, you can take the same gem and put it throughout several pieces. So yeah, it's a fantastic strand and a great price.
And do you know what, Gemma? I think it's really nice to see a Gems of Distinction strand where the gemstones aren't perfect. They're not perfect rounds, they're not perfect rondelles, they're not perfectly faceted. Yeah. These are all irregular sizes, irregular shapes, and that's such a lovely characteristic to have, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. And it's like, I think Linda says it sometimes, it immediately tells your customer that this is not man-made.
Yeah.
You know, this is natural, come from the ground and has been, you know, brought to us to put into our jewellery.
Yeah, exactly. Bringing you other varieties of amethyst on Jewellery Maker. It's, you know, it's fantastic. But a huge amount of amethyst in the marketplace, the majority of amethyst in the marketplace, and the majority of amethyst we will have here on Jewellery Maker is heat treated. We're very transparent about that. We would never try and sell you anything under false pretense. All I'm saying is I was genuinely shocked when I found out that firstly this is from Brazil, and secondly that it's not enhanced at all. I think that is incredible. £11.95, an incredible deal. Now, to go with this incredible strand, how about a strand of genuine freshwater cultured pearls? A strand of multicolour quartz in rose quartz, amethyst, and beautiful white quartz. And lavender, genuine freshwater cultured pearls. That is a gorgeous bundle, isn't it? And what we were saying about purple earlier on, being a universal colour, there being a shade of purple which suits absolutely everyone. You've got deep black currant colours here, a little bit lighter, more of a mauvey colour here, and much more of a lavender tone there. So throughout this bundle there are shades of purple which will suit everyone. And with the last kit as well, with that gorgeous kit with all the fluorite in, stunning. Now, 3-strand pack here: pearls, amethyst, rose quartz, white quartz, and genuine freshwater cultured rice pearls, button pearls. We've had so much on today's show, haven't we? We've had so much on today's show. We've had beautiful purples, we've had gorgeous pinks, we've had really lovely greens as well, beautiful antique colours, golds, copper colours. And they'd all go with this bundle, wouldn't they? Yeah. Which is why this bundle today is going to be yours for a really special price. 3 strands of genuine gemstones here. Incredible qualities. How about we give this to you for the kind of price which I think for that strand on its own would be amazing. Genuine freshwater cultured pearls. What kind of price would that be anywhere else? No, in fact, what kind of price would it be? Should it be on Jewellery Maker? Well, a strand like this could be really anything, really, between I don't know, £10.95 to £14.95. The whole bundle today for all these strands is this price here. It's amazing. £10.95 for all 3 strands. That's under £11. I would be more than happy to pay that for a pair of earrings made from the 2 of those rice pearls. It's wonderful, isn't it? 3 strands of gemstones, all for under £11. Just gorgeous. Great for your bridal projects, fantastic for tiara work, fantastic with the last kit that we've had. And great with the purple wire over there that you've used as well in the last kits as well, Gemma.
It would be lovely with the purple wire.
Yeah, just gorgeous. £10.95p, you're getting serious amounts of quality here. Lovely pearlescence and hugely beautiful quartz as well. But honestly, if you were to put this, if you were to see this necklace on its own with just some silver findings on it, you would see that necklace on the high street. What kind of price would you expect to see? I mean, they're uniform size, uniform shape pretty much, aren't they? What kind of price would you expect? If you saw a price of £20 on that pearl necklace, would you buy it? I would. I think, wow, what a bargain. If I saw a strand of pearls like this in a necklace on the high street, in a really, really high-end jeweller's, and I saw a price point of £40, £50, would you buy it? Yeah, do you know what? I think that's an amazing deal. £10.95. It's amazing, isn't it? £10.95. Just shows you the amounts of it just shows you what you can make and just why so many of our jewellery makers actually end up making pieces of jewellery, selling them on and making that bit of money, making that bit of profit. If you've got your business head on, go for it. It's fantastic. £10.95p. Gorgeous, gorgeous strands of genuine gemstones here. Well done. Lovely. Give us a call on our free phone number. Don't forget you've got a 30-day money-back guarantee and you're only paying £2.95p per order. Isn't that great? Well done. Woo! Yay! Which one? Oh, the antique bronze. Do we have the siren signal thing? Just about hear it. We got the klaxon. More antique bronze coloured copper wire. It's going to be amazing. Superb. Antique bronze coloured copper wire. 0.25mm in gauge. Well, do you know what? We bought you antique bronze coloured copper wire in 0.6. We bought you 10 metres of yellow gold plated copper wire, 1.5mm in gauge. Same in kind of your rose gold colour. What else have we done today? Oh, yeah, we've had some turquoise. Can you see how all these fit together? Can you see how they all work together? There are lots and lots of jewellery makers out there who just use wire, who don't use any gemstones out there at all, and they just use wire. I tell you what, looking at all these wires together, and I love working with gemstones, looking at all these wires together, I reckon I could have a go at just a full-on wire work project. You can still get all of these. If there's any of these left, you know, go for it. Speak to the call centre. I'll have help. I think this one's definitely sold out. But if you want to get the antique bronze coloured copper wire 0.6 or the copper wire 1.5mm or even the turquoise, and maybe some of those still left in stock, if you want to add them to your order, just go for it. But it's just giving you options, giving you little ideas. Now, 100 metres of 0.25mm gauge antique bronze coloured copper wire. This is the thinnest gauge of wire we offer you on Jewellery Maker. It is really, really, really beautiful. It's so soft and flexible and pliable that you can almost forget that you're working with wire. You are working with wire. Look how reflective it is. It's beautiful, isn't it? It almost acts like a thread, doesn't it, Gemma? It's very, very soft indeed.
It is. It's great for weaving and things like that, and crochet.
Crocheting, yes,
it's so flexible, so easy to use.
Looks fantastic in your crochet pieces, really, really lovely. Presumably, if you were to use, if you were to twist 2 strands of this together, you would have a 0.5mm gauge. Is that right?
Yeah, that's about right. It would be a 0.5. It's you have to be careful when twisting the 0.25 because it is. Although it's really strong when the tension is pulled against it, when you start using tension sort of to twist or to fold or bend, then you do start losing the strength a little bit. So you've got to be careful. Twist it carefully together and you'll get a higher gauge,
How what kind of pieces do you use this with? Is it do you just create kind of little detailed swirls and pieces when you're using 0.25mm gauge wire, or do you use it for different do you use it in different ways?
Yeah, I use it for binding and weaving, making really tiny coils within pendants. If you look at Laura Binding's work, she uses a lot of 0.25 for the tiny detail.
Ah, nice.
But also crochet and binding lower gauge frames together. Like if you're making earrings with a 0.6mm frame, you might use a 0.4, might be too thicker wire to bind the frame. So it's great for when you're downscaling your pieces. Fantastic.
So you've got 100 meters here. Again, it was like Gemma was saying earlier on with a spool of 100 meters of wire. You don't have to feel limited. You can really let your creativity go. We're going to do this for an awesome price. We bought you some amazing deals on wire today for 100 meters of 0.25mm gauge antique bronze coloured copper wire. How about under a tenner? Yeah, go on then. £9.95. Isn't that incredible? £9.95 for your gorgeous 0.25mm gauge antique bronze coloured copper wire. Just lovely, lovely, lovely. Yeah, fantastic. Have we got examples of? There you go. Now that is a perfect example of where I can't see what the thicker gauge is. What do you reckon that is, Gemma?
I would say that's a 0.8 and it depends on the scale. It could be a 0.25 and a 0.6. Yeah. Or it could be a 0.1 and a 0. It could be a 1 and a 0.4. It depends on the scale of that. If that's really upscaled.
It's gorgeous, isn't it? Yeah. Isn't that beautiful? And you can really see how whoever's made this, I think it's probably Laura who's made this, has bound around is it Karen Crawford, who has literally used the thinner gauge wire, 0.25 in this case, to wrap around the frame of that gorgeous ring. Isn't that beautiful? You really get that detail, you really get that gorgeous quality, you get that texture. Just looks stunning, it really, really does. Almost like when you see really beautiful, intricate basket weaving. And we've got a beautiful necklace here that's been made by Rachel Norris as well, where there's thinner gauge wires being used to kind of weave in and out of a frame, as Gemma was saying a little bit earlier on, to create beautiful flowers, to create stamens in flowers as well. And pieces like this, they will use a lot of wire, but my goodness me, you're getting 100 meters here for less than a tenner. 100 meters of wire for less than £10, which is just incredible. Well done. Great deal there. You can use it for so many things, and use it with the gemstones that we bought you today. You know, use it with. Use it with these. I just love these 2 strands of tiger's eye today. They're amazing. Some of the best tiger's eye I've ever seen in these 2 strands. That'd be lovely. Yeah. Yeah, gorgeous. Well done. £9.95 for that one. Well done. Right, next. On the left, on the left. To the bundle on the left. You must not know about me. You must not know about me. Right. Brand new bundle. What's it called? Contrast Connections. Opposites attract, as Paula Abdul once said. Do you remember that video? Paula Abdul and a cartoon cat. Bit random, wasn't it?
It was. But she was brilliant, wasn't she?
She was amazing. Well, we go together like opposites attracting, you know. 2 steps forward, take 2 steps back. We go together like opposites attract. See, I did the moves. I don't know if they were the moves to the song. I don't really care, to be honest. It was a great song. Here we go. So, white magnesite 4mm plain rounds. Woo! Beautiful pure white gemstone, but it's got that little bit of matrix going through it, which is just lovely to see. Next, hematite 7mm faceted rounds. A 38cm strand here, looking just gorgeous. So beautiful metallic blacks here. It's shiny, it's gorgeous, it's industrial, it's beautiful, isn't it? Wow. Then the complete polar opposite. Genuine freshwater culture pearls. These are big, 8 to 9mm. Wow! Wow, these are incredible. They're huge, 8 to 9mm pearls. When you have pearls which are 7mm or over, They're genuinely, they're generally classed as being a lot rarer. Pearls are valued on lots of different things, including size, shape, nacre, orient. These are 8 to 9 millimeters. They're huge. They're just gigantic. Just a couple of those in a pair of earrings. Oh, they'd be amazing, wouldn't they? One, actually, you know that beautiful bracelet that Gemma made earlier on with that one shell pearl on? You know, with the waxed cord. You could do a similar kind of thing with just one of these beautiful pearls, using it as a pendant, and it would just look gorgeous. Beautiful contrast here. Yeah, you're looking at Stash Essential gemstones, but oh goodness me, I hate to say Stash Essential gemstones when I'm looking at particularly hematite and pearls, but you know, it's black and white. You're looking at black and white gemstones here. They are Stash Essentials, but goodness me, the quality's superb. Brand new today, here's your deal. Now that's $9.95. Do you know that gorgeous bundle we bought you earlier on called Black Star with the black with the black obsidian stars, with the hematite, with the mesh beads, and with the black wire? That would go so well with this, wouldn't it? Yeah, of course, because you're looking at your Stash Essentials here. Really, really lovely bundle here. That hematite is just gorgeous and a lot bigger than the most of the hematite that I've been able to bring you today. So a really nice big strand of your hematite, lovely facets on there. And of course your gorgeous, genuine freshwater culture pearls. They're 8 to 9 millimeters in diameter with your magnesite 4mm rounds as well. The code is JXGC22. Sorry, say that again, darling. In this bundle. I was going to say, goodness me. Laura just said you'd be paying £3.30 for the strand of pearls. I thought, what? Not on our website, surely. No, in the bundle. That works out to about £3.31 a strand. That for pearls, for hematite, even for the magnesite. It's incredible, isn't it? £9.95p for the whole lot. I'd just get them, add them to your order. Stash Essentials. As Gemma was saying a little bit earlier on, buying certain strands of gemstones because she knows that she wants to go down a certain theme, but also knowing that they're Stash Essentials as well. Knowing that you'll be able to use these at any time. Part of being a jewellery maker is being able to make pieces of jewellery almost to order. So if you have your best friend who says, oh yeah, do you know what? I'm really looking for a gorgeous pair of earrings that I can wear to this do tonight, but I can't find any. I'm really annoyed with having to drive around town looking for a gorgeous pair of earrings. Say, I've got just the thing. What kind of colours do you like? What kind of look are you gonna go for? And having your kind of toolbox, if you like, of gemstones. It's lovely, isn't it? $9.95, Gemma.
Classic. It's so classic.
It is classic, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a lovely combination and a great price.
And black and white would obviously go with the top that you're wearing today, but obviously, you know, with my blue top, with Cassie's amazing leopard print black and red top as well. Yeah, exactly. She's like, yeah, I know, it's amazing. You know, you can put this with literally everything. Even Bruce's lovely t-shirt today. Bruce, it would go with your t-shirt too. There you go. Perfect. Bundle on the left. Here we go. Now this bundle's awesome. It is awesome. Right. How about, I don't know what to show you first. A 100 meters of 0.8mm gauge blue coloured copper wire. Wow. One of my favourite colours of wire. I love this shade of blue. It's not turquoise. It's not royal blue. It's kind of navy blue. It's beautiful, I think. It's just gorgeous. 0.8mm gauge wire. You are looking at something which you can easily make your structured pieces out of. You can still make your jump rings out of this as well. You can just about make some of the findings that you might want to make out of 0.8 as well. I really, really like this wire. I really, really like this gauge of wire. Sometimes 1mm gauge wire can be very, very thick, very, very chunky, and maybe if you're brand new to wire work, it might be a little bit stiff to use. This, it gives you that little bit more flexibility. 0.8mm gauge wire, just superb. With your 0.8mm gauge wire, we've got the coiling gizmo as well. Now, we've shown you a number of different pieces of gizmo wire work throughout the show today. We've shown you some of Rachel's work. We've had a look at different pieces which we've got in the studio which show you how this gizmo works. Cassie, would you mind passing me that gorgeous thingy? A necklace. That's what it's called. It's called a necklace. The gorgeous thingy. There you are. So this just shows you how you can use this coiling gizmo. This is a beautiful wirework necklace. It's just a plain necklace. There's no gemstones on it at all. And you literally wrap wire around a mandrel, around a metal stick. And you can create these beautiful coils of wire. And you can go one step further. You start making your own clasps. This allows you to make not just beautiful coils to be decorative, but also physical findings, things to connect your pieces of jewellery together. Now, you've got two different spools here, two different gauges of mandrel here, so you can make slightly larger and slightly smaller gizmo coils. It's one of the simplest tools to use. It's one of the it's one of our fastest selling tools as well. It does come with instructions, but you're not going to need them at all. You're never ever going to need them. And you're also going to be getting this. We're having a few technical issues at the minute, but hopefully we'll be able to bring this bundle to you. Hexagons of lapis lazuli. Look at that, beautiful golds and silvers in this incredible strand of genuine gemstones. Beautiful smatterings, gorgeous peppering of gold and silver, which just looks beautiful. Stunning. So lapis lazuli hexagons with your coiling gizmo and your wire. Now, when we brought you Gemma's wire work bundle a little bit earlier on, and we had the gold plated copper wire, that wire on its own, that 100 metre spool of gold plated copper wire, which is 1mm engage, was £27.95 on its own. And then you got the blue wire essentially for free. Okay, for the equivalent of being free. Today, you're going to be getting 100 metres of your 0.8mm gauge wire. You're going to get a strand of lapis lazuli hexagons and your coiling gizmo. Do you want to see your price for everything here? It's £27.95. Yeah, so it's the same price as the bundle we bought you earlier on for 100 metres of 1mm gauge gold-plated copper wire. It is 1mm gauge, you know, and this is 0.8, but you're getting so much more. It's incredible. £27.95 for your gizmo, for your blue wire, and of course for your hexagons of lapis lazuli as well. Now, Gemma, I don't know about you, but the gizmo for me has given me the confidence to work with wire because I'm a very, very messy jewellery maker. I'm not the tidiest person at all, but it allows you to make the neatest pieces of wire work.
Yeah, it does.
Doesn't it? It's incredible. Even if you're a real beginner, it allows you to make the neatest pieces, doesn't it?
It does, and it's so satisfying and easy to do that you know you instantly feel confident to then take it the next step.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a great tool. I would not be without my gizmo tool and I don't use it in. I'm not necessarily known for making flowers and beautiful pendants from it like some of the other guest designers do and Rachel does, but I use it in its simplest form just as to create a nice smooth finish on a neckline or to create a ring base.
Yeah.
So it can be used structurally and decoratively.
Practically, yeah.
And you can just build your confidence with it really quickly and easily. It's a great tool.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. When you've got a gizmo like this, you will wonder how you ever got on without it. You honestly will do. And as Gemma quite rightly says, you can take it to the next level. You can make it into a really, really fantastic tool to use for decorative pieces. If you wanted to get your thinner gauge wire, put gemstones on there, then you can then gizmo with your gemstones and your wire as well at the same time, and have a coil of gemstones. It's amazing. £27.95, a great deal for you there. Lots of you adding this to your order. This is your only chance today to come in and get the gizmo. That's gorgeous. Well done. Woo! Next. Okie dokie. Now, I've got a bundle here with some pretty amazing gemstones in. Do you want to see them? Do you want to see them? Here we go. Green agate. This is a forest green agate. These are plain 10mm rounds. I love this colour, don't you? It's like a proper emerald green. It's like a Santa Teresina emerald. It's like the kind of colour that all emerald wants to be. Ooh, it's It's beautiful, isn't it? Goodness me, if all emerald with this colour, goodness me, that would be amazing, wouldn't it? So proper emerald green here, followed by hematite plain rounds. Look at the lustre. The lustre is almost exactly the same, isn't it? The kind of shine on these. Of course, this is much more metallic, and this is much more of a translucent quality, but they're both shiny and beautiful, aren't they? They're gorgeous. They're lovely strands here. Hematite and your gorgeous green agate plain 9mm rounds. And then natural lapis lazuli. This is uncoated and dyed and treated in any way, in every which way. This is totally natural lapis lazuli. That is incredible. A lot of lapis lazuli that you'll find nowadays has been dyed, just given a bit of a helping hand, or it's been stabilised, and that's okay, that's absolutely fine. This is natural though, natural lapis lazuli bicones. Isn't it gorgeous? Loving these colours together, rich, intense, vibrant tones. And actually this with the amethyst that we bought you earlier on, this with the blue coated quartz that we bought you as well, superb, look at that. Oh, isn't that gorgeous? Really love the colour combo here. It's rich, it's deep, it's very intense with the tiger's eye as well. Oh my word, that would be awesome, wouldn't it? With the gorgeous coated tiger's eye we bought you earlier on. Lovely. Do try this out. Here's your incredible price for this bundle. £11.95p to get natural lapis lazuli, hematite and your gorgeous green agate as well. That I think is just superb. Under £12 to be able to bring your lapis lazuli for under £12 is wonderful, I think. But then of course you've got to consider it's not just the lapis, it's the hematite and it's the green agate as well. Lovely colours there. And there's nothing to say you have to use these gemstone strands together. If you want to get these home and use them separately, you go for it. They have been used together in this beautiful piece of jewellery here, which has been made by Sue. Look at this. Now, this is a really clever piece of jewellery. What Sue's done here is she's got chartreuse coloured copper wire. She's put hematite around the edge. Can you see that? She's got green agate on the bottom and on the top, and then she's formed like almost like an abacus design. Can you see that? So the gemstones have the freedom to move about, to roll. There's loads of lustre there as well. I really like that, don't you, Gemma?
It is lovely.
It's like an abacus of gemstones.
Yeah, it's nice, very tactile.
Yeah. And you know, jewellery is tactile. You want it to look great, but you also want it to feel great and sound great.
Yeah, definitely.
Isn't that lovely? £11.95p. Really beautiful piece of jewellery there. Well done. Well done. £11.95 for that bundle. Gorgeous. Well done. Next one. Got a brand new bundle. It's a brand new bundle. Brand new bundle. It's a brand new bundle. Brand new bundle. It's a brand new bundle. Woo woo woo. Ah. Yeah. Cassie's amazing at harmonising. Yeah, she's amazing. She loves it. I've got some more hematite here, everyone. Woo! More hematite. Plain rounds. Oh, yeah. 8mm plain rounds of gorgeous hematite. 36cm strand. Nice long strand. Yeah. Followed by rose quartz. Now, rose quartz goes so well with hematite. I think it's because they're such different gemstones. They're so different. Look at that. Look at that. Rose quartz plain drops. These are beautiful, aren't they? Look at the way they hang. They're gorgeous, aren't they? You can wire wrap these. You can do so much with drops like this. They make gorgeous flower petals as well. Really lovely. And they're so different to the hematite, aren't they? Not just in colour, but in quality. This is translucent. This is opaque. That's metallic. That's not. Lovely, gorgeous, cloudy quality with the rose quartz there. And another strand, a double strand of malachite. Oh, wowza. This incredible gemstone has been used in jewellery for thousands of years. Worn as a talisman to protect against black magic. Used in the Bronze Age as a dye to dye fabrics. It is an amazing gemstone and one that we hardly have any of on JM. Lovely gemstone though, don't you think? And again, you can use these gems together, you can separate them out. I think this would work really well with the green agate from the last kit, don't you? From the last bundle. One great price, the code is DKGC06, it's called Be Inspired. And here's your incredible price. $9.95. $9.95 for a double strand of malachite. rose quartz and hematite. The malachite, I have to say, the malachite, I've seen strands of malachite on Jewellery Maker before which have been over £20. Yeah, granted they've been maybe rounds or they've been ovals, they haven't been nuggets, but I have seen prices of that kind of, caliber on Jewellery Maker for malachite. You're getting a double strand of malachite, so really the equivalent of 2 strands of malachite, your rose quartz and your hematite, all for under £10. The code is DKGC06. Amazing. How about we give you one final bundle? One final bundle. One final bundle. Yeah? Ah! How do you feel about that, Bruce? There you go. Bruce's noise of the day. What noise did we ask Bruce to do the other day? I can't remember. It was a firework noise. And what was that noise that you made again, Bruce? Seriously random, isn't it? It sounds like Wales song. Pink shell pearl plain round. These are gorgeous, aren't they? Beautiful baby pink. To go with that rose quartz we bought you just a second ago. Yeah. It's called Light as a Feather. Light as a feather. Gorgeous pink shell plain rounds. Shell plain rounds. Ooh. This is like a butterscotch kind of colour. Ooh, do you know when you used to have kind of butterscotch sauce on top of your vanilla ice cream? Ooh, it's like when they mix together. Ooh. Gorgeous, gorgeous mixing of beautiful, sweet, gorgeous textures there. Lovely, lovely, lovely. So you've got your beautiful plain shell, your shell pearl rounds. I love this next strand. Coral figure of 8 beads. Wow, I love the way these connect together. Look at these. They're all individually faceted. Can you see that? Little figure of 8 beads, and they all connect together like a jigsaw. It's just so beautiful. It almost give me that kind of gizmoed look. You know when you gizmo with gemstones and you put them on wire and you literally just wrap them around the gizmo. It looks amazing. The texture is incredible. Look at the 3 different strands there, and they're all very similar gemstones. You've got shell, and coral. They're all organic gems, but they look so different. One final strand. Again, it's shell. Oh, hello. Beautiful coins here. These are enormous 20mm coins. This is light as a feather. The colours are just beautiful. Is the price going to be nice and light and right, Laura? Oh, yeah. Here's your deal. £12.95p. Great opportunity for you today. Well done for your figure of 8 beads, for your shell plain rounds, for your gorgeous shell pearl plain rounds, and for your shell coins as well. 4 beautiful strands of genuine gemstones here, looking stunning. And do you know what? To go with this bundle, I've got a gorgeous spool of wire as well. Have a look at this. Oh yeah, look at that. See, that for me goes beautifully. It is like we planned it. With the antique bronze wire that we bought you as well. Yeah. And the gold wire. Yeah. That is like an ice cream sundae. Isn't that gorgeous? Like an ice cream sundae. You've got your beautiful baby pink coloured copper wire here. Oh, wow. So here we go. So hold those lines. Great deal there. Last spool of wire. Can we do a special price on this, please? Brilliant. 100 metres of 0.8mm gauge pink coloured copper wire. Is someone's phone ringing? Oh, no, there we go. 100 metres of 0. I don't know what's going on today. 100 metres of 0.8mm gauge baby pink coloured copper wire. This is looking good. With the last bundle, oh yeah. With the amethyst, oh yeah. With the coated, oh, tiger's eye, yes. With the beautiful blue quartz, yeah, do you know what, that works? Tiger's eye, yes. And finally, this should be £24.95. Should be. 100 metres of baby pink coloured copper wire, 0.8mm engaged. Should be £24.95. But it's not. Today, this is your deal. £19.95. There you go, £19.95p. There you go, an amazing deal, under £20. This is the kind of deal I would attribute with maybe a spool of wire that maybe you had 20 or 30 left of. Not for a spool of wire that's on the day show. That's incredible. Well done, under £20 for your 0.8mm gauge baby pink coloured copper wire. Perfect for rings, perfect for making your own findings. You know the gorgeous wire wrap ring we saw earlier on that Gemma made with the star-shaped gemstone? That would be perfect using it with this wire. So that's with the last kit, those gorgeous star-shaped gemstones. It'd be great, wouldn't it? Really, really lovely. £19.95p for your 0.8mm gauge wire. So reflective, so beautiful, and a gorgeous colour there as well. Right, should we have a look at Laura's? Why am I calling you Laura? Maybe it's because you keep harping on in my ear. I'm joking. Let's go see Gemma's lovely pieces of jewellery. Oh, right, squeaky chair. Oh, look at Gherkin today, looking massive. Right, you weren't prepared, were you?
No.
Oh my word. Oh, wow! Look at this!
I want that one. It's very disco, isn't it? Very disco.
Look at this! Oh, you must have had so much fun making that.
Yeah, it was originally going to go into this design, but it didn't quite work. Then I just thought, well, it's quite classy on a chain, isn't it?
I love it. Oh, that's beautiful. Is it? Oh wow, look at it move.
That's with I've used the 0.25 wire.
Oh really?
To wire it, you know, to do the ladder weave. Basically, that's what it is, the ladder weave or the leaf technique.
Oh, that's gorgeous, Gemma. That's amazing.
Let's look at
the piece on the end. This is beautiful wire work, and again, you've used the hematites again. Wow! Looks like hair blowing in the wind.
Yeah, it reminded me of sort of stormy skies, you know,
yeah.
Rain and wind.
Totally. The details on screen are for the wire work bundle that we gave to Gemma a little bit earlier on, and the details at the bottom of the screen are for your metallic blue bundle, which was for the lapis, the black agate, and the hematite. That is such a beautiful necklace. Lovely wire work ring as well. I can't believe you've used a hematite with such thick wire. That's incredible.
Yeah, it went through really easily, actually.
Oh, that's a beautiful ring.
Very simple.
Stunning. The £27.95 is for 100 metres of gold-plated copper wire for 1mm gauge wire, and for your 0.25mm gauge wire. And I can see how you've used it here now. Ah, that's really nice.
Used it for wrapping in bits. That looks like a face. I'm sorry. It does.
It does. It looks like a little doggy's face.
It does.
There it is. Ears. Ruby. Hello.
It's only when it came together I thought, oh no.
Hello. With a little smile. That's so cute. Yeah. Can we call it the doggy necklace?
You can.
It's beautiful. And a stunning necklace on the end here as well. Look at this. Look at that lapis lazuli taking centre stage. I'm so glad you've made these pieces, Gemma. They are gorgeous.
I like to use the wire quite simply, you know, rather than doing anything too elaborate. So that's really using your mandrel, your gizmo, and that's it, really.
But it works beautifully. It really does. Yeah, I see what you mean about using the gizmo in a really, really simple way, just to create that smooth line.
Yeah.
Gemma, it's been a joy having you with us today, as ever.
Likewise.
You've been amazing. She's been amazing, hasn't she? Yeah, I know. Yeah, she's been incredible. When are you back next?
Monday.
Monday! Fantastic. So,
we'll
probably see you on Monday then. Fantastic. Yeah. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you on Monday. Tune in for the late show between 5 and 9 tonight. Great to see you again. Take care. Bye!
Do you need a helping hand to get started with Jewellery Maker? Are you stuck for ideas and need inspiration? Then visit our Jewellery Maker website, where you can find our video tutorials. Expand your knowledge and skills with these easy to follow jewellery making demonstrations. Whether you're a beginner, hobbyist or business owner, there's always something new to learn. It couldn't be easier. Simply click and learn some new jewellery making techniques.
The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. And each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their Jewellery Maker account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Wall of Fame, The Genuine Gemstone Company, Unit 2D, Eagle Road, Moonsmote, Redditch, B989HF.
We all know you need the right tools for the job, so here at Jewellery Maker we have designed a kit to make sure you have all the essentials to join in with the fun. With round nose, flat nose and wire cutter pliers, as well as a reamer, tweezers and a bead scoop, you've got everything you need in one place for just $9.95.